preventable disease since 2015. A child in West Texas, the child not vaccinated and died at a children's hospital. There are 124 cases in West Texas. Dr. Laura Johnson is a pediatrician in Lubbock. She's treated several of the children.
If we don't continue to vaccinate and do the things that we did in order to make these illnesses of the past, then they'll be illnesses of the present.
Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A bill to make it a felony to distribute or produce child porn in Georgia made using artificial intelligence passes unanimously in the state house today.
This bill addresses one of today's biggest issues, and that's the transformation of traditional crimes through the use of artificial intelligence.
Bill sponsor, State Rep Brad Thomas, says AI is making old crimes even worse. The bill now goes to the state Senate. It is now 3:03, and the Von Haessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Ooh, it's been a busy one out there today, Bill, and that continues. Travel advisory on the West Freeway. Truck crash cleanup continues. I-20 westbound, Thornton Road, exit 44. Just past the exit, multiple right lanes are blocked there. You're jammed up as you leave 285. Jump north, use Highway 78 as an alternate. 75 northbound remains slow out of Marietta up into Kennesaw. You're jammed in from South Marietta Parkway up to Barrett Parkway. Crash cleanup there on the left shoulder. Use Highway 41 or the express lanes. And we just blocked all lanes and reopened them to clear a crash. 285 southbound, the inner loop at North Lake Parkway. Those delays stretch back toward Peachtree Boulevard. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Sunny skies today, high 76. That's trending about 15 degrees above average. Lows tonight in the upper 40s, low 50s. But change is on the way in the form of a cold front on Thursday. Cloudy skies, high 68. A slim chance of an isolated rain shower. Cooling down on Friday, morning low 42. Afternoon high 64.
76 in Norcross and in Palmetto at 75 in Ackworth. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, hour one of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Haessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
You ready for the big 6 o'clock public meeting on Piedmont Park, Eric? Got to put your input in about what you want at Piedmont Park.
Well, that's why I'm leaving at 5:30. I gotta get down there.
More anonymity.
Yeah, more
That's
hidden
what Eric
places.
wants.
Could we have more trees, more growth, and some evergreens? Because in the wintertime, sometimes 2 in the morning, what you and a friend are doing can become obvious to others. And as you know, you don't want to have that kind of Piedmont Park fun at 2 o'clock in the morning if you ain't got a little bit of privacy.
Definitely some extended hours.
It's what I call public privacy. I think it's very important that Andre Dickens.
I love that. Privacy. What do you call it?
Public privacy.
Public privacy.
Yeah. And then,
I'm publicly private about my privacy.
And well, here's the thing: is some of us have certain kinks, and we think that the city council needs to make sure that there's plenty of greenery, even in the winter months, in Piedmont Park, so that
more pine trees.
Let's call them green spaces and leave it there, and just say that we all need a little more green space.
Yeah. I mean, if the dogs can have their own park, the kinks can have their own part of the park as well, too.
Yes. I want a furry area that's not for the dogs, but you can dress like a dog.
Yeah,
Amen.
Listen, all of these things are important. Did Andre Dickens mention it in his State of the City?
He did. He mentioned it yesterday and talking about all the good things that have been going on during his administration going into an election year.
Oh, it's always the same thing. That's the State of the City from the mayor. I don't care where you are. The mayor's not going to come out and go, I don't know, the last couple of years have been an abject failure. I just can't seem to get anything going. So it's always the same thing, which is we've done so much, ... but we need to do even more. That's the political thing of make sure you brag about what you've done, but there may be some people who feel left out because you have it. So hesitate, pause, but there's much more that needs to be done so that those who will never be affected by your policies can believe that maybe one day you'll get around to their priorities. So is that basically what it was? We've done a lot that's great, but ...
We can fix these things here and there.
Oh, yeah. Of course, it could always have a little tweaking. I mean, as you all recognize, over the course of the last couple of years during my first term as your mayor, homelessness is gone. They don't exist anymore. You've seen that. So that was a priority I had coming in. And, you know, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but look long and hard. You're not going to find a homeless person in Atlanta anymore and call that a success.
They changed the word home, the meaning of the word home.
Well, we do.
So, you know, like the street is my home.
Yes.
Well, I'm not homeless. I live here on the street.
Yeah, so we've changed it through category.
Yeah.
But my point being, if you're a mayor of any city and your homeless problem keeps getting worse, you're not being successful. If you're a mayor of any city, especially mid to major cities, eradicating homeless should be the thing that I can judge your administration by. But this is the cool thing. Both Republicans and Democrats have abandoned the idea, and voters have decided there is no answer, so I shouldn't hold my politicians responsible for this. And if I don't hold my politicians responsible for well, I can't hold anybody. It's just a problem that's going to get worse and worse, and it's nobody's fault. Isn't that where we are?
Pretty much. That's what it feels like.
I can show up and tell you the state of the city is great, even though, you know, you better hope that red light is less than 5 minutes, or it's going to be awkward as you pretend not to see the guy outside your window who wants the money. Or gal, listen, I want to be, the homeless people aren't just men.
Women can be homeless too.
Okay, I want to be fair.
I see one every other day on my way to work.
I do want to be fair. The ladies can do it too, y'all.
That's right.
Doesn't take a man to be homeless.
Well, you can bring up the unhoused at the Piedmont Park meeting because occasionally you see them at the park as well too.
I'm going to complain that we don't have enough homeless. You know, what kind of city is this? I've been to bigger cities, and I'll tell you what, there's more homeless. We're not keeping up. We're not keeping up in Los Angeles. We don't have enough tent cities. I think you could judge the success of a large city by how many losers of the game you can see daily in the streets. That way you know it's a big game. If we have this many people who are losing, we must have a lot of people winning.
I do miss that little homeless encampment town that was in South Buckhead that had the barber shop. Remember they had the couple of reporters?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, look, they have a barber shop. They've got electricity.
They got electricity. Like they invented
community.
the electricity. They're not stealing it from anywhere.
Well, they had a dam, a hydroelectric dam.
It was.
Right there on a creek.
Makes you wonder why those homeless guys couldn't get a job as an engineer somewhere. I don't know. So that's my whole point. If you're a mayor of a city and in your term homelessness actually gets worse, I don't want to hear from you. You may be doing a good job with all the other things. But I'd like for one politician to say, geez, I was up late last night and I think I've got an answer to this problem. Have you ever? Even if we just boo him and say that's naive, it'd be nice for somebody to stand up and,
at least pitch an idea.
One of these people who are, because there's this thing going on now where like Buddy Carter did it in Georgia. It's this latest thing where these politicians put forth ideas in the House of Representatives and other places, sometimes in their own states, because they know that Trump loves to be loved. And so they can just jump up on Trump's radar. What are the guy? Buddy Carter.
Red, white, and blue land for Greenland.
For Greenland. Somebody wants to put him on a $250 bill.
That would be South Carolina Congressman Joe Wilson, who wants to create a $250 bill with Trump on it.
But that's not the best one. Putting him up on Mount Rushmore. These are things. These are ideas that are actually being put out there. They don't have a chance in hell of doing anything other than being noticed by the president and him going, "Hey, I like this Buddy Carter." Or, "Hey, this person with the Trump on it."
I like the bill, the $250 bill.
Yeah,
I love that. I mean, could you imagine having that in your wallet?
But those people, if they weren't doing that, just trying to, not to use yesterday's word of the day, but that obsequious behavior, if they wouldn't do that, they'd put their heads together, maybe they'd come up with one single idea on helping out with the homeless problem.
Well, I mean, if we give the $250 bill to an unhoused person.
Right.
Trump bucks.
Get a hotel maybe.
Trump bucks.
Trump bucks. There you go.
Trump bucks.
Stimulate the economy.
I don't know. After Trump coin. don't have much faith in
Oh,
Trump
yeah,
voters.
I don't know. Yeah, the
That's
Trump.
a good point, George.
This isn't. The Trump
It's a
coin.
collectible.
The Trump coin is mixed up in a scandal with another meme coin.
Well, there's the Libra coin that was from the Argentinian president.
Right.
Yeah,
and he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he might get impeached.
Yeah, over this thing. And it turns out that the same people behind that meme coin are behind Donald and Melania's meme coin. Doesn't mean it's exactly the same thing, but usually when these things turn out to be kind of rug pulls and things like that, it's the person behind the celebrity, the developer that actually sets all of this up.
Get Hawk Tua
All the-
girls lawyer
That's
on
kind
there.
of a Hawk Tua thing, yeah.
All the crypto's tanking today.
Huh?
All the crypto is tanking the last couple of days.
Well, I say sell.
No, you buy.
So I always in my mind, I'm like, gosh, in the very beginning, when people were mining, when they first started mining Bitcoin, I was really watching tech news a lot. That's when tech TV was around. And so I understood what was going on, and I just thought, oh, this is so stupid. So on one hand, because you could go, and I could have gone and gotten like 3 or 4 of these things probably in the first few weeks when people were doing it, and there was plenty of them out there. And then in my mind, what did it go up to, like where they were worth? For at one point, where they were at their peak.
It was like 101, 102,000.
Yeah, at their peak. And I say to myself, like, oh man, if I just would have had 4 of those and held on to them. But what's conveniently forgotten there in that concept is am I really sure that when it went from free to $500, I wouldn't have sold then, thinking, well, this is crazy. I'm never going to get more than this.
It would be easier if you only had a couple.
Yeah, because people just if only you bought Apple stock in 1990 or Amazon stock in 1999. It's like, yeah, but you probably would have sold it in 2003 thinking this company's not going to get any big. Hey, they deliver books. How much bigger can they get?
If you had 100 of them, it's easy to go, all right, well, I'll get rid of 3 or 4, 5, maybe 10, whatever. But if you only had 3, you're like, oh, I'm going to hold on.
See, to me, it'd be the other way around. I think that if I realized like a $500, what's the word I'm looking
Bitcoin.
for? But I'm saying if I got $500.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Profit. That's the
Yes.
word I'm looking for. On that Bitcoin, I think that if I had 100 coins, it'd be more like I sold 95 and let's keep 5 in there.
Yeah,
I think it
okay.
would be the other way around. But it would let's go with a $250 bill with Trump on it. Hey, you got to keep up with inflation, right? That might.
Well, I mean, it'll be the new $100 bill.
Oh, it will.
Oh,
so
so
you're
yes.
assuming inflation's going to be here then, Mr. Trump?
I think, well, you know what is going to happen?
Well, where's Ben gonna go?
Well, I mean, he could
Ben
go
Franklin.
fiddle with electricity. Keep the $100 bill. I guess it'd just be worth less money. But what I'm saying is that with inflation, wages will rise.
Yeah.
I think that Apple's coming back 20,000 jobs over the next 10 years or whatever. That
So
is.
but inflation's going to go up.
Well, it is, but also
And so you're getting ahead of it with your $250
yes,
bill.
wages will go up.
Do you think that you'll you could buy it like I don't know, like a dozen eggs with that, right? I mean,
A couple of we have a big plan. We're going to invest $1 billion off of the Doge cuts in eggs.
is that what's going to happen? I did read a story where
Eggs.
we're importing hens now from somewhere
Where
the
getting
bird flu
we're
is.
getting eggs from Turkey. I don't know
Oh,
about
is it
the
eggs?
hens.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they were actually
Turkey
sending
eggs?
Turkeys?
Yeah,
Turkey?
So
Turkey?
I don't want turkey.
We don't want
eggs.
turkey eggs.
we are importing
It's
chicken
turkey,
eggs
yeah.
from Turkey.
It's turkey, yeah. Turkey, yeah.
So they're helping us. So thank you, Turkey. Much appreciated.
You know what? We don't say that enough. We don't say that enough. Thank you, Turkey. What did Biden say?
Congratulations, birds.
Congratulations, birds.
Congratulations, birds.
And now the birds have turned against us with this flu so that we don't get the eggs.
Well, we're not getting them from China.
No, I
That's
don't
where all the viruses come from.
We've seen those news stories where there's another coronavirus at the
They're saying
lab.
there
They're
might
saying,
be.
They say.
I know.
Corona Plus?
It's it's a new better coronavirus.
We have to
That's
pay
kind.
extra for it.
Yeah, or you get ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm going to be in the Corona Plus tier. I'm not.
Of course.
I'm not sitting through ads.
Yeah, you're going to make sure that when you get it good.
Like, I work hard for a reason,
Oh,
so that when I get it good.
Ooh, Daddy.
I prefer Papa. I don't know. I'm a very Eurocentric. kind of-
Honestly, that's way worse.
I know.
Papa. Oh, Papa.
But I'm just in the mood to be a Euro creep. That's all. I'm just not
okay.
more than just like an American creep.
Poppy is like the only acceptable one, I think.
Poppy, doesn't that mean like grandpa? Poppy?
No, like
usually?
I Poppy.
Well, that's the same thing.
I know it's the same, but it's like for some reason that one, because I've just heard people like call their kids even like, "Come on, mommy, come on, Poppy."
All right,
you know?
well, let's
like that's the one that's the most sort of like spread across all kinds of different scenarios.
Let me hear you say it in your most erotic voice, and I'll judge.
For Poppy?
Yeah.
Oh, Poppy.
I thought it'd be I Poppy.
I Poppy.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I'm voting for that one over the first one.
Oh, Papa.
No, that sounds like that sounds like you walked in and saw something that shocked you. That's just, I don't like that.
I don't like that one. Oh, Papa. Oh, God.
Oh, Mima.
I can never unsee this.
Oh, Mama.
Oh, Mima.
Oh, yeah,
Opa.
Mama.
Opa.
Congratulations, birds.
It's a good thing. This is something Jared won't see. Because you know what I found out about Jared? He is an ageist. He does
Absolutely.
not like old people. He mocks people that are aged. He is an ageist.
Mocks the elderly.
He mocks the elderly.
Just pick up on trends.
Okay, first of all, he comes
and
to me and goes,
tendencies.
"You people, you boomers," he comes in to me today. "You boomers, you got to do something about the group text nonsense."
There's too many of them.
And I'm like,
why
what?
do you start 7 different group texts?
I
up?
don't start any. What are you looking at me? You're painting with
I'm
a
looking
broad
at
brush.
my boomer family and boomer friends. There's a text thread for every
How many boomers
separate
are you
group.
hanging out with?
No, that's the thing, Jared.
Got a
You've
big
done
family?
that. Jared, you've done that a long time because even you would come in to the show early on and tell me, like, you know, you women are always doing this.
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
women. I'm like, what?
You paint with a broad brush, my friend.
It's like one person represents the many.
Well,
Incorrect. I pick up on tendencies and trends.
He's upset about the old people and the way they group text, and then also he got a replacement for his taxes this year, and he told me the guy was super nice and super old. And then he said that he noticed something about old people, that when they lift up a piece of paper off of another piece of paper,
you're gonna help.
It's very labored, and you can hear it. Like, I don't know what you were trying to say. Like,
you could really hear the friction of the paper when when elderly people, which
Maybe
I love
it had
elderly
a
people.
heavier weight than the paper you're used to.
I don't think so.
you say you love elderly people.
I
You say
love
you
elderly
mock
people.
what you joke.
They're so
You
cute.
love.
You've seen them with paper. Aw.
Like when you pick up a piece of paper, usually there's not much of a sound to it, right?
Right.
But when I picked up on this individual, you could just hear every little bit of that paper as he was flipping from page to page.
He got one of these guys. He thought it was going to last like 15 minutes, and it lasted like an hour because he got one of the. One of these guys was like, okay, hold on. So you now you lived at a. Did you sell this property
Yes,
before
sir.
you
Yes,
moved?
yes, I did.
And
It's the address on
and
file
was this
there.
the address that I have here?
Yeah, the
Was that
address that's right there on file, the
Let me
primary
read
address.
that real slow.
Was that the address the whole time you
Yeah,
lived there?
that's been the
Okay,
primary
all right.
address. I've
So
lived there for 8 years. You can see.
But you moved.
I did
Yeah,
move, but that's
and-
been my primary address for the last 10 years.
Hold on. I got a folder over here. I think God, there was a. You know, they passed a law last year that might. Well, no, that wouldn't apply to you.
That was in the
but
50s.
Hold on now. I do have a folder. Would you just? Is this your wife?
This is my wife, yes.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm going to start over again. I didn't realize you guys
Yeah, we're
were
filing
together.
jointly. This is our second year filing jointly.
Give me a minute.
Can I tell you about a time Travis and I tried to go to mediation, and we sat down with the guy, and he started telling us stories about him and his divorced wife, and like how he sort of managed things and blah, blah. And then I was in a hurry. I had to go pick up the kids, and he was like, all right, well, let me draft something up. He pulls open a blank Word document. Like there's no template. And he starts formatting it. Like he starts making the page.
Oh no!
Yeah, like how legal documents are, where it has like a thing on the left and then like
yes.
those weird little squiggles in the middle and stuff. That's what he was doing, and I was like, I'm out of here. I hate you so much.
I just love the fact that like you guys show up and you end up like being he like unloads his problems on
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
what would you guys do about this? Hey, we're in a crisis right now. I don't know what we do about this. We can't even
He
do
took
our
me
own
aside
business.
privately, and he was like, I'd take him for everything he's got. If you were my daughter, that's what I was like. I hate you so much. I'm out of here.
You
Maybe
just
that
want
was
an
a
amicable
test.
divorce, but you're in one of those states
Yeah.
where you can't do that.
Ugh, I was in one of those offices where this old man was trying to, I don't know what he was
All
doing.
right,
Just trying
now-
to make things last longer, maybe.
Try to pick
Okay.
couldn't even pick up the paper.
He's playing for time.
And the paper, the rustle.
Yes, the paper.
world.
Well, I
The
tried to
friction and
explain.
rustle.
I tried to explain to Jared that the reason you could hear old people remove one piece of paper from another is as you get older, the paper becomes heavy.
It
So-
must be. It
then
must be.
Then at some point
You
you're gonna
lose muscle mass as you
yes,
get older.
You're gonna hear like. At some point, that noise you start making when you get off the couch, you start making as you separate paper. Like,
Apparently.
He didn't even lick his fingers because licking your
oh
fingers.
yeah,
can
that's a
help
good
with
one.
it.
There were,
I do
there
that.
were a couple of licking of fingers. Yes, I did notice that.
Hold on just a moment here. Now so you live in this city. You live in Atlanta.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm going to have to start a whole new.
Oh, no.
I
Is
have
that an
no
old
idea.
thing to do, to like lick your fingers to turn a page or to
Yeah,
sort
licking
your
fingers.
paper?
Well, I think it's because back when we
The
had
thumb.
a lot of paper money, you'd lick your thumb when you go
Yeah.
through money, and then people said, "Hey, that worked. That works with money. Let's do it with paper." You know how it is. Monkey see, monkey do.
Monkey pee all over you.
Hey, we don't need that. This is still a family-friendly show.
Oh, that's the
Autumn
second
Fisher.
verse.
Oh, would Autumn like to apologize to all the families listening
Yeah,
to that?
seriously,
That
Autumn.
burst of shock jockery really that came out of nowhere. Just
No, I would not like to apologize.
oh well, that's your privilege, I suppose.
That's right.
You
You
hear
asked.
that?
Stand
I
tall,
answered.
Autumn. Stand tall.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? She stands.
If you don't stand for anything, you'll fall
what?
for anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's standing up to you. There's nothing I could do about it, but I won't let her get between the audience and myself.
They can
I'm not
kiss
gonna-
my grip.
See, she's really off on some kind of thing. It makes me think she doesn't like the audience, but I think she does.
She does like to divide the audience.
She does like to divide the audience because you know what I think it is, Jared? I've been thinking a lot about this. I think it's trauma response from Autumn. Because she does as a response to trauma.
You know what?
Huh?
That's a good point. I'm gonna think about that.
That's the
Thank you.
point.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
The point that Autumn can never refute. You just shut. I think it's a trauma
You're right.
response. I think Autumn believes that 90% of all responses possible in life are trauma responses, and maybe you're right. How do we know not to fall down because we fell down? Right? Everything is a
There you go.
response. Everything is a
If she
response.
divides the audience, then mentally she can conquer the audience.
Oh, you're going to a different place. This is you're getting to what is absolutely nefarious about her
And
plan.
like working for me. This is something that is not working for me, but I continue to do it because it's my trauma response.
See, she has this idea, and she doesn't know this, but I've seen the secret emails. She has this idea that she can push me out, take over the big chair, and this is her idea: the world's greatest trivia radio show. That's her idea. It's just going to be 4 hours
Brilliant.
of
But
trivia.
therapeutic. Also therapy. Talk.
Well, therapy talk, trivia, TNT. It's going to be called.
It's what it's called.
I'll just play it on TikTok. There's plenty of people doing it live on there, Autumn.
Hey, TikTok, TNTL.
Oh, you can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
TikTok
please have a vision.
Therapy trivia.
Have a vision.
3 T's.
Autumn, that's an interesting observation.
Another T. Thank you.
It would have worked if you just said thanks. You didn't need you. That starts with a Y.
Good. We're still working on it. Figuring it out.
TTY.
It's going to be a long time before she knocks me out of this chair.
Hey, folks, it's Shelley Winter here. You know, sometimes they make fun of me around the office because I doze off at my desk while doing show prep. Well, you know why that happened? It's because of a lack of sleep. I have sleep apnea. So if you snore or have sleep apnea also, you're not living life to the fullest. So listen up. I know you're tired, but in all seriousness, this is important. My friends over at Palmetto Sleep are changing lives with a custom-fit oral appliance that stops your snoring and treats sleep apnea. I'm not talking about something you buy out of a supermarket. This is a custom-made for your mouth and covered by your private medical insurance. What I love most is that they do everything from the diagnosis to the delivery of the oral appliance and everything in between. They even provide a take-home sleep study and virtual consults. If you're ready for a great night's sleep, you are ready for Palmetto Sleep. Go to palmettosleep.com. That's palmettosleep.com right now. Don't suffer from another sleepless night. palmettosleep.com.
So, you don't park in your garage anymore because your garage door is broken? That's it? Oh well, too bad. Been meaning to fix it. How much other stuff in your house doesn't work? TV only gets even-numbered channels when it rains. Coffee maker only makes a cup and a half before it quits. If your dishwasher didn't wash, or your printer didn't print, or your vacuum cleaner didn't suck, you'd fix it. Why aren't you parking your car in this clean, dry, awesome garage just because your garage door is broken? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We have the parts, tools, and the experience to fix what's broken. An expert repair and a fresh overhaul, and you'll get years of service out of your current system without spending a fortune to replace the whole thing. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. Because if it is broke, you do fix it.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Imagine this. It's 10 o'clock and time to go to bed. Scary, right? It might be, especially if you fear the chance of an accidental leakage and skin irritation. Well, if that's the case, you need to try Tena Sensitive Care Overnight Pads. Its skin comfort formula acts as a barrier to help protect your skin and provides triple protection against leaks, odor, and wetness, helping you feel secure throughout the night. With Tena Overnight Pads, your nights will be smoother and your days brighter. Try them now and have a smooth night.
This frigid weather has certainly been a challenge. Hey, it's Ashley Frasca. You know, I've been keeping up with protecting the plants outside, but one thing I don't stress out about, looking out for my home, because I've got Ragsdale Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical working for me. Whether it's heating and cooling needs, anything plumbing, or insulation to keep your home warm, Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust. Ragsdale is proud to announce the return of Free Furnace February. When you purchase a new Carrier home comfort system from Ragsdale, you'll receive the furnace for free. And remember, that comes with Ragsdale's trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty, so you won't have to pay for any repairs for the next 15 cold seasons. And maybe your furnace is tuned up and in prime condition? Well, keep Ragsdale top of mind for other services too. They've always done a great job in my home, and service is backed by thousands of reviews and a 4.9 Google rating. Schedule your next visit at ragsdaleair.com or give them a call. Ragsdale and Carrier, turn to the experts.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story: a federal complaint claims discrimination against Palestinian and Muslim students in Fulton County schools.
The complaint comes from the Council on American Islamic Relations and Asian Americans Advancing Justice. Attorney Samantha Hamilton claims students have seen harassment ever since that October 2023 Hamas attack on Israel.
A notable example is one student telling a Muslim student, quote, "Maybe no one would bomb the preschools in Gaza if you didn't hide Mohammed down there."
In a statement, the district tells WSB it takes all allegations of discrimination seriously and investigates all reported incidents thoroughly. In Fulton County, Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Hamas says it will release the bodies of 4 more Israeli hostages tonight as part of the ceasefire deal. They range in age from 49 to 85 years old. So far, 29 hostages have been returned out of 33, a number that was agreed to in the first phase of the ceasefire deal. An update today on the murders of 2 13-year-old boys in Atlanta last summer. Atlanta police announcing today they've arrested 2 more suspects in the shooting deaths of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman, who were shot outside Freeman's home on Spark Street.
These individuals that committed the crime here on July 2nd were dangerous individuals.
that if allowed to remain free on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, we're going to use guns again to harm.
Police Chief Darren Shearbaum says multiple suspects were already in custody, but today they arrested 2 more. Police believe the shooting involved a gang turf war. A new study finds social media is an open sewer of medical misinformation. The global study, led by the University of Sydney, analyzed 1,000 posts about controversial medical screenings like full-body MRI scans and blood tests for testosterone levels. Experts say there's little evidence those tests benefit healthy people. The researchers found most of the social media posts, though, didn't refer to any scientific evidence and made no mention of the potential harm of unnecessary diagnoses. It is now 3:32, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Big jam continues on the west side of I-20 westbound. You hit the brakes right at I-285, getting out to this travel advisory crash cleanup in multiple right lanes at Thornton Road, exit 44. That means using Highway 78 as an alternate. 75 northbound, still a rough ride through Marietta and Kennesaw. Earlier crash cleanup all on the left shoulder at Barrett Parkway, exit 269. Brake lights start at South Marietta Parkway. And right now we got fire department activity in Oakwood. All lanes being held, 985 and northbound. Highway 13, exit 17, left lane blocked southbound. So jammed up both ways there in Hall County. You can use Highway 13 or even Highway 53 as your alternates. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Sunny skies today and warm, high 76, lows tonight in the upper 40s, low 50s. Tomorrow, a cold front moves through with cloudy skies, but a slim chance of an isolated rain shower. Daytime high 68, cooling down to the low 40s on Friday morning. Daytime high 64.
75 in Peachtree City, and in Cumming, it's 77 in East Point. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I was sitting on the couch in my living room during the recent Arctic blast, and I was freezing. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Window draft, unacceptable. I started to freak out, and then I remembered, hey, Dr. Roof does windows and siding. They've been doing it for over 25 years, and I can buy now and pay later. Yes, I can get my windows fixed by the best in the biz at Dr. Roof, and I can buy now and pay later. If you have window issues, roofing issues, call or go online for an appointment right now. Dr. Roof, for all your roofing, siding, and window needs.
Your deck is more than just a place to flip a burger or have a cup of coffee. It gathers your friends and family on all your favorite occasions and is there to enjoy every day. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we build beautiful, high-quality decks at a reasonable price. We're licensed and insured, provide exceptional customer service, design help, and we'll work with the materials you want. Strength, durability, beauty. Decks done differently. Built by Nelson Exteriors. Get your free estimate. Google Nelson Exteriors.
February is Heart Health Month, and there's no better time to take care of your heart. This is Scott Slade. It's the perfect month to call Virtual Imaging and get your free heart scan to help you stay ahead of heart disease before you even know there's a problem. You've been hearing us talk about how Virtual Imaging's free heart scan can save lives. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, and any problem with your heart that you can detect early means you have a better chance of living a longer life. Call Virtual Imaging today and get your free heart scan. What are you waiting for? Call 770-678-SCAN. It's quick, painless, and you'll get a clear picture of your heart's health so you know where you stand. And it's a great way to mark Heart Health Month. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Virtual Imaging now and schedule your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. It's quick, easy, and could save your life. I've done it. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Because your heart deserves it. If not for yourself, do it for your family.
Got a leaky pipe? Ace Hardware Home Services is around the corner with everything you need to fix it, including the expert to do the fixing. Heating or cooling issue? We've got a trusted pro for that too. We're not just the helpful hardware folks, we're the helpful home service and repair folks too. From plumbing to heating and cooling, our experts are ready to keep your home running smoothly all year long. Find us at acehardwarehomeservices.com. That's acehardwarehomeservices.com.
All right, toilet's clogged up. And it wasn't me.
Your special toilet?
My special toilet.
That's what you
Let me
get
tell
for
you.
using the individual stall.
I don't know what happened before I got there, but I have to let you know, this is an industrial toilet. This is not an easy toilet to clog up.
Dave Baker was here earlier.
Prime suspect right there. Number one.
He's on the list.
He's certainly somebody that's going to be part of the initial roundup for interviews.
It's too far for Mark
About
Arum.
this.
He needs to be at the closest one, so he'd go to the regular one.
I kept hitting the. Oh yeah, he's a public guy.
He's like me.
Yeah, I kept hitting that. It's like an industrial thing. I mean, I just kept hitting. Just would not. So I just tapped out. Said okay, and then I got to walk out of there, right?
And then everybody assumes it's you.
Luckily, no one in the hall.
Okay.
So because if there would have been, I would have taken the time to explain. I would have said, hey, just so you know, you walk in there, that wasn't me.
What if you had heard patter at the door while you were trying to flush multiple times? You heard a little.
I would have stayed in there. I'd be in there right now. I'd come out in the hallway. I'd see somebody. Said, well, no matter what you think, that was not me. And then the person would say, I'm a woman. I would never go in there anyway. I was, well, I'm just telling you so you can spread the word. I want everyone to know Eric Von Hessler is not responsible for that. Eric Von Hessler, always a gentleman, except for that one time he yacked. But that was not avoidable. Had to be done. It was loud. Everybody in the building heard it. But you know what? Bad as it was, it all went down. I've never clogged that damn thing once.
I am surprised that they haven't made both those bathrooms unisex at this point.
Yeah, I think it's fine the way it is.
Where are they?
You don't want to see some sex. I hate to be a misogynist here, but I don't even know if you can talk like this in 2025. But you don't want to see some really sexy girl walk out of the bathroom and then you follow her in and go, oh, wow, okay.
That humanizes her.
No, I don't want to know women are human. I want to know them. I want to know that they're like angels sent from heaven and smell good. Is that a bad thing in 2025? I think women are sent from heaven.
No.
I don't
No,
want to
not
think
at
of
all.
them as animals like men are. Men are animals, obviously.
Well, even angels
disgusting animals.
Even angels have to offload some data.
Well, they probably don't clog up the delivery.
Just falls through the cloud.
It's called rain. Let's do this.
The research is in. And after careful calculation, it's called Georgia Stuff.
What could that person have possibly had for lunch that would clog up an industrial toilet? I flushed it like 10 times. And it makes that industrial noise like. Maybe the toilet bowl is having a trauma response.
I think there was a sweeps lunch upstairs. Maybe
A sweet. Oh, really?
You know?
Did we have a bunch of corporate goons?
I didn't see any corporate goons. I just heard about the sweeps week lunch.
You know, I've had a lot of meetings the last few days, and I have to say, after a lot of like corporate type stuff, I think I've changed my point of view on one thing. I've often, people think of me as a free speech absolutist, and I don't know if I'm closer to that, I thought, than anything else. But after all these meetings over the last couple of days, I'm pretty sure that I'm changing my point of view in thinking that corporate speak should not be covered by the First Amendment. It's like you're in a meeting, and when the corporate speak starts, you realize, oh, I don't have to get invested in this meeting because they're not. Like, we're all just here because we're all supposed to be here right now. So everybody stay in your lane, give your prepared corporate speak remarks, and no harm, no foul. But it's always, you know, when you talk about Kamala Harris always being word salad, but who did she remind you of? Like somebody from HR. Right.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that constant corporate speak, and she's not very good at it. But the idea of corporate speak is that you say nothing, but it seems like you've said an awful lot.
Guys, let's go around the horn so
Yeah.
that we can hear everyone's valued opinions.
Yes. Meanwhile, while they're not listening, the whole thing is. So that's the only speech that I don't think should be covered by the First Amendment. Corporate
That's an equitable take.
jargon. That right there, equitable take. That should not be covered by the First Amendment. All right, but anything that we talk about in this segment called Georgia Stuff should be, by the way.
Well, I know.
By the by. By the wool.
I wonder if you're in the market for this because a North Georgia nudist resort hit the market for nearly $1.8 million. The Serendipity Park Nudist Resort in Cleveland, Georgia. You
Yes.
could buy it for $1.8 million. Think about
That's a pretty good price.
Think about all the history that was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, think of all the smears and stains that were so hard to get out.
And all the old people walking around naked.
Let's not start with the ageism again.
That's not ageism, but that's who goes to those places.
Well, not always. I want to tell you this. We have a friend that has gone to this place.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And has told me, it's unless there's two in North Georgia, I'm finally seeing a picture of the place that our friend, Jared, you know him too. I won't say the name. If he's listening right now, he knows who he is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bit we did where one of our...
No. We have a mutual friend.
Okay.
Who is into just as far as sex goes, there's not a number that caps it as enough. So it just really, really, really gets into it. And has called me from this place as he was leaving, letting me know he was still nude in the car with the girl he took up there. So I know that there's at least one person who wants to see this place be. I wonder if you make money. 1.8 million seems like a pretty good deal for what is it, like 40 acres or something?
42 acres, 6 beds, 6 bath. It includes cabins, a pool,
That's
sauna.
what I didn't understand. It said 6 beds, 6 baths, and then it says has cabins, so they don't have beds or baths in the cabin. I didn't quite.
I would
42
assume not.
acres for 6 beds. That doesn't seem like a lot of beds for acreage.
I think that the main house has all of the beds and
Oh,
bathrooms.
you
but I'll
got to
check
be.
into it.
That's where the orgies go down.
Yeah.
Then the cabins.
I guess they always say there are no orgies, but that's not what my friend.
Well, it's
told
not
me.
sexual. It's
That's
just
not.
about
No, that's
being you.
If this is the place our friend went to, it was definitely about more than volleyball.
The cabin, you connect more with the land of the cabin. That way,
Back
it's
to basics?
Yeah,
Yes.
back to basics. Exactly, Tim. And you got boat parking too, and it's all just south of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Beautiful scenery up there.
All right, Jared. Well, why don't you get on up there?
I don't have the 1.8. You're big
no,
money bags
you go
over
up
there.
there and just I'm gonna buy the nudist resort.
It says
I'll
here.
call it Von Hessler Estates. No clothing allowed.
It
We
says
could
here.
do the show from there.
Yeah, nude.
Right, well.
It says that it's ideal for buyers passionate about naturism with a desire to own a prosperous business.
Well, apparently, if you buy it, you have to agree, that you're going to keep it a clothing optional resort for at least 10 years.
We're going to reopen here in a few, but I got to get all the cameras installed.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens. But then again, I only go to Airbnbs if it's me and a bunch of buddies. I'm not doing the Airbnb with me and my wife in a room. I'm just not.
Why not?
Because I just don't try. There's too many stories. It's too easy now.
on a show.
Cameras
If the cameras are there, put on a
show. I'm 60
do it
years
every day,
old.
put on the
Yeah,
show.
listen, that's a show I don't want to. I don't
Cameras
want to
right
see.
there.
Do you think that I put mirrors around me? This is a show I don't want to see. I have no interest in seeing this show.
Hey, you got to earn those 5 stars.
If I
from the
saw
owner.
that, I might think about taking myself out back, unaliving.
Hey, remember with Airbnb and with Vrbo, you have to rate.
Ew, don't say Vrbo.
Why?
That's
because
what it
it's
is.
VRBO. It's Vacation Rentals by Owner.
All right, but they call themselves Vrbo.
I know, but I hate that. So does like Temu, right? They decided
Yeah.
to call themselves like Temu or whatever.
Guys, don't call it.
You know what,
Don't
Autumn?
call it Coke. It's Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Autumn, this seems like something that's just individual that you picked up on.
I hate it. Verbo. It doesn't make sense. Verbo.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Listen, you live in the era of get rid of the vowels and pretend they're still
Verbo.
there. Razor, it's just like get rid of the E, get rid of the vowels, pretend they're still there. We've been living in this age for the last 15 years since the Razor phone came out, 20 years or however long ago it was.
Razor.
How old am I? I had a Razor. Was that 20 years ago? Probably was. When I was a
middle
sprightly
school?
40-year-old.
Yeah, middle school for me. So that would have been, it would have been 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Yeah, think about that. That young up-and-coming 40-year-old had so many dreams. Boy, the world was just his oyster, wasn't it? It's all about settling. This ain't so bad.
See, that's why, again, going back to the Airbnb conversation, it's okay to put, if you know there's a camera there, put on the show because you have to not only do you have to
you
rate
can
the
put
home,
on a show because you have a 36-year-old ass. I can't put on a show because I don't want to ever see my 60-year-old behind on the internet. I would think I would lose I would never be able to do anything productive again for as long as I lived if I was to have to look at myself in the throes of passion.
Not even for 5 stars?
Well, if I can get some subs and some hearts
and a good
some
rating,
likes,
because again, you get
you
more
know
5
what?
stars.
You're making a point. I got to think about it.
When the news matters to you.
Several people feel sick after a gas leak inside a residence inn on Peachtree Street.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
We had a total of 5 patients that were transported.
Your 24/7 news source. When you need the story, all you need to do is listen.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company, your engagement ring specialist in Buford, only 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia. You'll love their larger, high-quality diamond engagement rings, always paired with 5-star customer service. Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Buford.
Thanks for calling Reliable Heating and Air. This is Steve. How can I help you?
Hi, I know it's late, but my furnace just died on us.
Don't worry at all. We have over 300 technicians throughout Metro Atlanta and Macon, so we can get to furnaces fast.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like you have a reliable protection plan.
Yeah.
Perfect. This service call is no charge, and so's the repair.
Thank you so much.
Get fast and fair price furnace repair. Go to reliableair.com.
Reliable air is always just right.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops, advocating for
An
you.
investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back, all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 404-390-4000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
Know your rights before you're stopped. Print your free DUI rights card at georgestein.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on Post cereal or Kroger brand peanut butter. Select varieties are only $1.49 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Now we figured out how we're going to do the next 4 pages of the story.
I really hope so. I've been waiting.
Autumn did finish it.
Yes.
Oh, are you okay over there? You
Yeah.
You suddenly
Yes, I'm
sounded
good.
50 years older than you actually are.
I'm fine.
She's fine. Georgia stories?
Got some more for you.
All
This is a big one here. MARTA is encouraging federal workers to take their transit as in-person work for most federal agencies has gone into effect this week.
I don't know what you just said.
I don't either.
I have no idea what you just said.
So it's funny when you read the first.
I know there were
paragraph of this
words.
story-
You did use words, and I know each and every one of those words. But the way you put them together, I did not
It's a
understand.
poorly written headline. Essentially, what's happened is downtown, a lot of federal agencies are requiring their workers to come back in the
Believe me,
office.
I got stuck in a traffic jam on Buford Connector today.
And in this article here from Urbanize Atlanta, they're blaming Trump for it. Because of Trump, they're having to return back to the office.
For heaven! We have to go to work to go to work. Please.
And MARTA has jumped in and
Just quit. I don't mean your job. I mean life. Just drop out. Just wander around aimlessly.
Okay.
But MARTA.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? I have to go to work to go to work. It's the most outrageous thing I've ever heard of in my life.
MARTA has put on their big cape though, and they're saying, "Hey, you want to avoid those traffic jams? Take us instead.
Oh, please.
Ride us in."
Yeah, if you want to avoid those traffic jams and, just every once in a while feel like you might be in a slight bit of danger, but you're really not. You'll be fine. It's fun. It's fun to have that feeling of, am I in danger? That little kind of thing like, boy, that guy just kind of keeps eyeballing me, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
My favorite is when people play music loudly on their phones so
Yeah.
everybody can hear you.
By the way, that's an invitation to say something to me so I can kick your behind. That's what that is. Because in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s even, okay, you got your boombox because that was the thing. Now people do not listen to music gathered around in public anymore. I don't know if you've noticed this. Everybody has earbuds, AirPods. So if you're on MARTA and somebody is playing their music loudly, that's not for them at all. If they really wanted to hear the music, they'd listen to it like everybody else with AirPods, something like that. Earbuds, AirPods. But that's what you need to know. The louder the person gets with the music, if you want to live inverse relationship, the more you keep your mouth shut. Because the only reason the music is blaring is to give them a reason to
test.
come back at you.
It's a test.
test. How much do you want to live? Do you want to live enough to just kind of sit in this annoyance until you get to your stop? Because that's what you need to do. Just know that. Nobody listening to music loud publicly on MARTA has any interest whatsoever hearing that song. Because if they did, they'd listen to it like everybody else in their ears. It's just an invitation for you to say something to give them a reason to punch you in the face. So there you go. Life hacks with Eric Von Haessler. So I think I agree with this. Would you all get on MARTA so I don't have to sit on the Buford Connector for 25 minutes to go 3 miles?
And while you're riding MARTA, also blame Trump as well for that too. I love how this article.
I
here,
blame Trump for.
It's very pointed. It's because
Thanks,
of Trump's
Trump.
policies. We got to go to the office.
Thanks, Trump.
Wouldn't it save a lot of money to just let them work from home and sell those buildings?
Well, somebody's got to buy the buildings, number one. And number two, as Elon Musk points out, that's not a workforce.
That's true.
I'm critical here. Like, our salespeople have never, from the past, it's like the building doesn't feel like it used to feel. Chock full of people at work. You can't, I feel bad. Like, my son came into this, my youngest son, and works for a big corporation and everything, but only goes in like once a week because that's what they haven't come down like this yet. He's certainly willing to go in more than that. And he thinks it's fine because he's like, well, I don't have to. But what he doesn't know is what I know, especially when you're young and you're entering the workforce, there's nothing like having to go to work because you're forced to deal with people who come from completely different backgrounds than you. And you might be on the same team, you might not, but you might only talk to each other in the break room, whatever. But when you work remote, you are going to surround yourself in your life with the people that you already like. Going to work forces you to go deal with people that, if not for this job, you would never have met, you wouldn't know, and it opens up, it expands your mind. And also, I think that these kids in their 20s that are doing this, like, I remember when I was in my 20s, my first radio job was a morning show job. So I was there by like 4:30 in the morning, And we worked all day together, all the other people on the cruise, and then by night we played softball 3 times a week. After softball, we went out and drank together 3 times a week. You know, different people coupled up, and then they broke up, and then the other people became, that whole thing. And I think you miss all of that with remote. It's not, it's like when you're depressed and you think, if I just sit here all day and watch TV, that'll feel good. And while you're doing it, it feels good. But then at 10 o'clock at night, you feel worse. The worst thing that you could have done was give in and just sat there and watch TV all day. You need to get up, get out of your house, take a shower, shave.
I'm not taking this shower for Trump. Not doing it.
Think about wearing clothes in such a way that others wouldn't laugh at you when they saw you. Oh, that's what you don't like. You have to start thinking about how your behavior affects others. Oh, now I get it. You don't want the responsibility. That's why you don't want to go to work, you lazy bastard.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pegol is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Paid for by Estella's Pharma.
I'm not surprised that Ragsdale Heating, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical continues to grow and are looking for good, caring people to join their team. If you've got experience as a plumber, electrician, or you're an HVAC technician, give Ragsdale a call and become part of a great team. This is Scott Slate, and I used companies large and small until I went with Ragsdale years ago and saw firsthand how competent and caring a heating and air company could be. Many of their employees have been with them 10, 20, even 30 years. For a great opportunity to grow with a great company, go to ragsdaleair.com/careers and apply today.
Passion. It's the difference between getting it done and being exceptional. For your home's exterior renovation, hire a company passionate about your project. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus.
Hi, I'm Charlie. My passion for high-quality remodeling began when I started my business at just 15. Now we have grown to the Plus family of businesses. If you hear the Plus, it's us.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
At Ameris Bank, we're invested in the success of your business. Our local bankers are ready to help you improve your cash flow, optimize your operating accounts, and access financing when you need it. From treasury services and digital banking to loans and lines of credit, we offer tailored solutions to help your business thrive. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. Visit amerisbank.com/withyourbusiness or walk into one of our branches today to get started. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Are you heading out of town? Barlow Lexus of South Atlanta offers complimentary airport parking for their service guests. Let them care for your Lexus while you travel. Call 1-800-NEW-LEXUS to schedule your service appointment and utilize their airport parking concierge service.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, Atlanta police and the FBI cracked the case months after the murders of 2 young boys.
When gun violence touches this neighborhood and can claim the lives of 2 13-year-olds, it touches every Atlanta neighborhood.
The young murder victims had no ties to a gang, but they were killed by them.
7 Goodfellas gang members are under arrest for last July's horrific shootings in the Oakland City neighborhood. Atlanta Police Major Paul Malecki says Jacoby Davis and Lamont Freeman died.
We had 2 13-year-olds and 11-year-old celebrating the birthday of Lamont Freeman. He had just turned 13. And he got to experience about 30 minutes of being a teenager before his life was taken.
Police say the violence was launched when a gang member decided to shoot a music video in a rival gang's stronghold. A hit was called on that rapper by a high-ranking gangster in prison with a contraband cell phone. In Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
76 degrees in Atlanta. Clouds rolling in tomorrow, but will they bring us any rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This is all new at 4 o'clock. The state Senate approves a measure today to raise the criminal penalties for trafficking fentanyl.
The legislation increases the prison time and fines for people who traffic the powerful opioid depending on the amount they are found with. Sentences can range between 10 to 35 years and fines between $75,000 and $750,000. Bill sponsor Senator Russ Goodman says these changes are necessary.
We're trying to have our laws and our penalties be more reflective of just how deadly fentanyl is.
3 Democrats voted against the measure, expressing concerns that the law would criminalize addiction. It now goes to the House. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
An effort under the Gold Dome to make it a felony to distribute or produce child porn made using artificial intelligence.
These are not mere images. They are realistic simulations that can be indistinguishable from reality.
A bill sponsored by State Rep Brad Thomas passes unanimously and now goes to the state Senate. It could help reduce traffic in Atlanta. Because of its success, Atlanta's e-bike program could be getting more money.
The city of Atlanta used a $1 million grant last year to help people buy an e-bike, especially low-income residents in need of transportation. A new report from the Atlanta Regional Commission finds it's helped get some cars off the roads, and Councilman Matt Westmoreland says that's a good sign for a new wave of help.
I'll be talking with my colleagues on city council and the mayor about how much we can put towards the second round.
The city was able to help pay for nearly 800 bikes, but had more than 10,000 applicants. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A new federal complaint claims Fulton County schools discriminate against Palestinian and Muslim students. Attorney Samantha Hamilton with Asian Americans Advancing Justice says the discrimination has also come from parents.
One parent complained to the principal about students wearing keffiyehs at school, a symbol of Arab heritage. The parent asserted in her complaint that wearing a keffiyeh is tantamount to supporting terrorism.
The school district says it takes all allegations seriously and fully investigates any reported harassment or discrimination. The Cobb County Medical Examiner's Office identifies 57 sets of cremains recovered from a fire at an abandoned funeral home last year. The Norman Medford Peden Funeral Home and Crematory had gone out of business and was about to be foreclosed on when it was damaged by fire. Cobb County spokesman Ross Cavett says they hope to provide answers to family members with lingering questions about loved ones.
So we're not sure how much of a response we're going to get from this list, but we wanted to put it out just in case.
The IDs of the individuals are online. We posted the list at WSBradio.com. You can chime in tonight about the future of Piedmont Park.
The first major update to the Piedmont Park Master Plan in 25 years is set to be unveiled in April, but first, the final public feedback session. The Conservancy's Doug Widener says they've received great suggestions over the last 9 months.
Restoring Lake Clear and providing ways for folks to get more up close and personal with the lake was our top idea getter.
More athletic courts and fields, additional play areas, and enhancements to the natural beauty also suggested. The Zoom starts at 6. Register on the park website to get the link. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still watching the brake lights on I-75 between Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth. 75 southbound. Right now, we got a stalled tractor trailer in the center lane before Chastain Road, exit 271. Brake lights find you before Wade Green Road. Northbound is still slow out of Marietta up into Kennesaw. That earlier truck crash cleanup from earlier today still on the left shoulder at Barrett Parkway, exit 269. And right now up in Hall County, all lanes being held. Some fire department activity. Hopefully will clear soon. This is 985 northbound up around Highway 13, exit number 17. Southbound, they've been in the left lane. You can always use Highway 13 to avoid that. And downtown, already a half hour from the 85-400 merge, making your way south down to I-20. Northbound slows from Langford Parkway, breaking free up around Peachtree, Pine Street. Been a slow day on I-20 on the west side of town. Kobe Dawkins.
We're tracking some better news. 20 westbound past Thornton Road, exit 44. That long-standing crash has cleared off to the right, but tough delays remain stretching back to I-285. You can avoid those delays by taking Highway 78 as an alternate. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies for this evening as temperatures fall to the upper 40s, low 50s. Tomorrow, cloudy as a cold front moves through with little to no rainfall, but breezy conditions, high 68. Friday morning, cooling down to the upper 30s to low 40s. Friday afternoon, sunny skies, high highs in the mid-60s.
77 in Roswell, 76 in Fayetteville, 77 in Hiram. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And we better do this. Word of the day.
Tit up.
What?
Excuse me?
Tit up.
Ooh.
It's a verb. Spelled T-I-T-T-U-P.
Tit up.
That's right. Anybody know what this means? And I don't want any snarky. How dare you? All of you. And I know Autumn's mind is just full of junk.
You're laying prone and your face up. That's my guess.
I think you'd have to have an S in the middle for that. Would be what that would be. But that's a good one. Jared, any idea of what
in an upward-facing position?
George Clark?
A mistake of some kind.
A mistake.
Oh, that's a good one.
Autumn, are you going to jump on George's?
Can you spell it, please?
I did. It was a verb. It's T-I-T-T. You up. You up.
Oh.
You up. You up. T-I-T-T. You up.
Tit up.
U-P.
I think it is lying in a prone position.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Ow.
Tit up.
Is to move with jerky or exaggerated movements.
Tit up.
And somehow the host has to use that word
tit up
in a natural, organic way before 7 p.m. and have such obvious context that the host doesn't lose his job. Let's do this. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Come on, Eric. Tell us what's happening.
Well, I'm going to pivot that over to Jared. Jared, what's the buzz? Tell us all. What's happening?
People are buzzing about Nazi saluting Elon Musk.
It seems to be quite a comeback.
Excuse me, it was a Roman salute. Thank you.
Okay. You know, when you're explaining, you're losing. That's what they say in politics.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, you are the richest person in the world, so why would you care? Oh, by the way, on Elon, I saw on the way home the Tesla in front of me, and I guess this is probably a popular bumper.
The Cybertruck or the Tesla?
No, just the regular Tesla. And it said, I bought this before Elon went crazy. And I just thought, wait, I don't care what you think. I don't, like the fact that you're driving a Tesla, I don't know what you think or how you live your life. But from my point of view, the fact that you drive a Tesla never occurred to me that must mean you agree with Elon.
Oh, it's
Musk.
a political statement.
Politics.
You're in. You're in with Elon.
Yeah, you want to drill down on some of the things Henry Ford believed?
And published?
Yes. I mean, this is just silly. It's a weird mindset where I got to let people know that I'm not. No, I'm receiving this. I'm behind you. And if you're in a Tesla, it never occurs to me that the fact that you bought a Tesla means that you are 100% in agreement with the CEO of that company. It's a weird sort of stop being so defensive. Believe me, whether you're on the left or the right or the center, on a daily basis, you are buying products and giving money to people that you completely and totally disagree with in politics. Why? Because this is America and we kind of allow that. It's like we're allowed to buy cars from people that we disagree with. As a matter of fact, if you had intelligence inside of that head, oh, yeah, that's right. You'd celebrate that. You live in a country where people buy things from people that they disagree with rather than a country where they, I don't know, behead you. I would be proud of that. Stop being, nobody needs to know. If I'm sitting behind you at a light, please know this. I have zero interest in you, your family, your hobbies, your politics. Now, if we both turn into this cafe and we end up talking to each other and become friends somewhere down the line, I would. But just sitting here behind you at a stoplight, I have zero interest in what you think, what your lifestyle is, what you celebrate, I'm not, why would you think I'd be interested in your politics because we both happen to be waiting for the light to turn green? I don't quite understand that. What kind of narcissist are you? I like the car, but I don't like the man. Don't care. Don't care. Absolutely do not care. So, go ahead, Finn.
The buzz is that an edited image of Musk has been spotted plastered on a London bus stop with the words, quote, Tesla the swastika car, end quote.
Ooh, that
And
showed him.
This
This is more of the we'll get him, we'll take him down with snark. You know, like the thing that happened yesterday or the day before where, was it at HUD or someplace, somebody all of a sudden on all the screens all through the place, there was a video.
AI video, yeah.
AI video of Trump kissing Musk's feet. It's like, hey, you know what? Whatever. You're snarky. You having fun? It's not going to affect this at all. It's simply not going to affect this at all. Because I don't know if you know this about history, but I can, right off the top of my head, I can think of like one thing that makes Hitler and Elon Musk so obviously very, very different. There's like one thing. There's like one major thing that Hitler did. When I think about Elon, I go, well, he didn't. Like, Hitler killed 6 million people.
More than that, actually.
Probably more.
Way more.
Probably more. But I mean, it's like every time that you take somebody politically that you disagree with and you foist the Hitler thing, what you're doing is watering down the memory of the atrocities committed by Hitler. That's not the people that you think are white supremacists. No, that's you that's doing that. If everybody you disagree with is Hitler, then I guess Hitler wasn't that big of a deal. That's the message that goes out. Hitler wasn't unique in the sense that he's the only one in history. But these kind of horrific human beings are not minted on a daily basis. You know, this idea that, oh, Elon's just like Hitler. Are you an idiot? Oh, well, except for killing millions and millions of people. Okay, Eric, I'll give you that. He hasn't done that yet. But other than that, he's just like Hitler.
I wonder if these
are you winning friends and influencing people and getting them on your side in politics? It's not about that. It's about eye roll, snarky, funny thing, and you don't live in the real world. So snark and eye roll and call names all you want, but your buddy who's working for the government's still going to lose his job. But that doesn't matter to this generation of resistance because it's just about showing others that you're smart and you're on the right side of history. To hell with the people who are actually losing their jobs. All I care about is people know that I'm against it.
I wonder if these are the same people, especially those that are rocking the bumper sticker that says, I bought the Tesla before Elon was crazy.
D-bags, basically.
I wonder if these are the same people whose grandparents were really big into the like Ford versus Chevy conversations, because I always thought that was kind of dumb to me.
Well, people took it seriously.
There are good Chevys.
I ain't buying a Toyota. That's
yeah, that's true too. I remember the great Captain Herb judged me for having a Japanese car.
Yeah,
at the time,
he
for having a
hated it.
Honda, and I'm like, Captain Herb, I can't
couldn't
afford
stand
anything
Kyle
else.
Busch. He drove a Toyota in NASCAR.
So I wonder if that's just something that's been
Now
passed
that
down
one at
generation
least,
to
that one
generation.
at least, you can understand that there was a war between. So there could be hard feelings. Like you could, maybe not now, but like in the 70s, people could have known people that were in, you know, like prisoner of war camps and stuff, or had people in their family. So you can kind of, it's still holding on too long, but you can kind of understand it in that situation. But this is different, though. That was like bragging rights. I'm a Ford man. I'm a Chevy man.
Right.
You know, whatever. This is just like politics just being infused into everything.
I don't think there's any turning back from that.
I
Not
guess
now.
not. I don't know. Now, I mean, since social media, which is absolutely destroying the world, is around, it's not going anywhere. So that's how people learned how to debate with each other, by social media. An eye roll and a snarky joke equals a worldview or debating point. And so, yeah, what you're saying is essentially, once you start getting dumber, you don't turn that around and start getting smarter again. You just continually get dumber. Yes?
See, I think that just like how you said the other day where we're so inundated with everything's going to kill us, so like none of us care about anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of the same thing where it's like everything is political, then nothing is political.
Yeah.
So the newer generation, like I don't know, Gen Alpha, right? skibbity toilets of the world, they're not going to think anything about that. They're just like, whatever. I can't filter everything that's coming at me, so I will accept nothing. And so I think that's the generation that will change it.
Well, I don't know. That can go two ways, because it also can be the generation that just goes along to get along, and they don't want to deal with it, so the people at the top just become more corrupt. There's a possibility.
See, I think that the way that they manipulate us now isn't going to work eventually.
Maybe, but I saw a story, where basically every 2-year-old has their own iPad now. I just don't see that generation as being super duper smart once they hit 18, 19, 20.
I'm not talking about being smart.
Well, you do have to be smart to, hold politicians accountable and stuff. And what I'm saying is there's a way of checking out that's kind of intellectual, and then there's another way of checking out which just is like people in North Korea. There's nothing we can do. We might as well just be drunk all the time.
I think that the way that they control us now is no longer going to work, because in the future, no one's going to be caring about like CNN versus Fox.
No, they won't. But
they don't now.
They won't.
Exactly.
Right, but
still, people still try and go on Facebook and make some sort of statement about something that is calling to the wind.
The algorithms are still going to incite outrage on purpose, targeted, and we're still emotional animals. We're tribal animals. This is what the intelligence agencies know about it. That's why the American people are always ready to go to war, because the intelligence agencies know exactly the messages to give us to get our tribal, emotional thing going. And I think the less books that are read and the more iPad growing up, I think you're going to have just a lot less reasoning ability amongst the population. Hopefully I'm wrong, and it just goes into a different thing, and it ends up being that they end up being a whole lot smarter just because they can see through everything. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll just be really quick. If we have wars, it'll just be really quick.
I just think
attention spans.
I just think
20-second wars.
Yeah. I don't like you.
I'm mad. Me too. Go away.
Actually,
okay,
that's good. Actually,
I like you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Actually, maybe the short attention span thing will lead to, hey, this war's been going on for 10 minutes. I'm over it.
I'm done. Let's go.
Yeah, what are we even fighting
Let's
about?
hug it out.
I'm over it. I'm bored. Hello.
I don't even remember, dude.
Alex Williams says there's big rig trouble on 75 in Kennesaw.
Yeah, it is conked out in the center lane. This tractor trailer has 75 southbound, Chastain Road exit 271. You're slowing back toward Highway 92 in Ackworth. Northbound, it's been slow all day, and the delays continue out of Marietta into Kennesaw. Crash cleanup all off to the left, but lots of flashing lights. 75 northbound at Vera Parkway. Now, some better news in Hall County. Had all lanes shut down with a brush fire. 985 northbound, right around Highway 53, the Highway 13 area up there in Oakwood. They just reopened all northbound lanes. Southbound, still got a fire truck in the left lane. You can use Highway 13. And if you're traveling 85 north out of DeKalb up toward Norcross, heads up for a stall. It's in the right lane, 85 northbound, right at 285. That's Spaghetti Junction, exit 95. Slow through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. 75-85 northbound. Heavy brake lights begin just past Langford Parkway, past North Avenue. 75-85 southbound, you're on and off the brakes starting before the downtown merge, getting to I-20. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The morning rush hour.
Jam-packed bumper to bumper.
Evening rush hour.
All lanes are shut down.
And everything in between.
Crash still on the right lane, 85 northbound, Hamilton.
Tune in 24/7 with the Triple Team Traffic Center.
Slow beginning at Piedmont Avenue, 75 South Slow.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic. Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Wrecks will happen, and insurance will try to pay as little as possible. It's Smile and Mark McKay. When bad traffic leads to a bad accident, get a great lawyer. I recommend John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. There's no cost until they win. JohnFoy.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
For over 25 years, you've counted on All Four Seasons for garage and entry doors. But we also specialize in replacement windows with a lifetime warranty. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. Enhance your home's energy efficiency and curb appeal with a wide range of quality window options, backed by unparalleled service and craftsmanship. From garage doors to entry doors to windows, for every opening of your home, we've got you covered. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
February is Heart Health Month, and there's no better time to take care of your heart. This is Scott Slade. It's the perfect month to call Virtual Imaging and get your free heart scan to help you stay ahead of heart disease before you even know there's a problem. You've been hearing us talk about how Virtual Imaging's free heart scan can save lives. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, and any problem with your heart that you can detect early means you have a better chance of living a longer life. Call Virtual Imaging today and get your free heart scan. What are you waiting for? Call 770-678-SCAN. It's quick, painless, and you'll get a clear picture of your heart's health so you know where you stand. And it's a great way to mark Heart Health Month. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Virtual Imaging now and schedule your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. It's quick, easy, and could save your life. I've done it. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Because your heart deserves it. If not for yourself, do it for your family.
If I said to focus your energy, where would you start? Let's say you run a business, a school campus, a hospital, or a government facility. Finding ways to save can be overwhelming, but Georgia Power has energy efficiency tips and rebates to help. Things like improving lighting with LEDs, making HVAC upgrades, adding building controls, and more. Look, you've got a business to run and numbers to hit. Georgia Power can help you focus your energy where it matters most. Learn more at georgiapower.com/biz.
Dave Baker here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Do you have uneven concrete surfaces such as sidewalks, driveways, and patios? They can be serious tripping hazards. You, my friends, need AquaGuard Foundation Solutions to come out and address the problem. AquaGuard can lift those uneven surfaces and take away your worries. Schedule a free visit with AquaGuard Foundation Solutions team of experts by going to aquaguard.net today. There's a reason AquaGuard is a trusted local expert in concrete lifting. Remember, AquaGuard.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
We've lowered prices. You can save 15% or more on hundreds of items like Thomas Mini Bagels, Campbell's SpaghettiOs, and more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
What is the strike zone? Is it like between the thighs and the nipples? What is it?
No, knees to eyes when I was a kid.
Knees to eyes.
Knees to shoulders.
When I was
Yeah,
a kid,
gonna
it was
say,
up to the eyes.
Really?
To the eyes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
So as far as Autumn was taught, it's from your feet right to the top of your head. That's the
Yeah, from soup to well,
nuts?
Cashews. I think I'm wrong, Jared. It
Thank
might
you.
have been the
No,
chest.
it's knees to shoulders
So-
because it adjusts on
Yeah,
how big
well,
the
the
person
eyes,
is.
obviously, you'd be up there.
Yeah.
In order to bat for it, you'd have to like kind of
You'd
go
have
up
to,
and
like,
find it.
tomahawk chop that thing.
My eyes used to be in my neck.
I know. We don't really talk about your childhood because
Right.
it was we're talking about
Rolling around.
17 surgeries, and
Nice.
talk about trauma response.
Timmy neck eyes.
You got it.
See,
yeah,
that's what
but
they
see,
called me.
now you're gonna
Thanks.
lose
I'm
him.
sorry,
We're
Tim.
gonna
I'm
lose him for
sorry.
the old neck eyes. That's what they used to call him. Necky.
I'm done for the show. It's your fault, Jared.
It used to be funny because you'd go to girls and say, my eyes are here, pointing at his neck. He thought he was making some kind of point. He really wasn't, but he was an odd student. So what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
People are buzzing, Eric, about Luigi Mangione. Remember him?
Oh, what, everybody's favorite assassin?
Yeah,
So
well,
handsome.
Nah, this doesn't tell us
Especially the
anything
ladies.
about America, does it?
The ladies love some Luigi Mangione.
Don't put all ladies in there.
They are gathered
Crazy one.
outside of the courtroom trying to get pictures of him. Apparently, his shoes that he's been wearing are going to be part of the shoe wear of the summer, and he is begging fans to stop bombarding him with photos in jail.
Oh, what's he getting? A lot of genital pics?
I don't think he's going that far. They
no,
just-
women aren't sending genital pics.
Well,
look
guys,
at that, honey.
Guys could be. Guys could be. You never know.
They're not guys.
Wait, first of all, women can be insane, and they can send. The average woman doesn't get into that the way a man does, but the woman who wants to marry Luigi Mangione might be the kind of woman who would send.
I spelled your name in mustard on my stomach, and guys.
He's
Isn't
been
that like-
receiving
I took a
photos.
picture.
They love
First
his,
of all,
his attire.
this whole idea is like, why is he even able to enjoy this? He should be in a prison. He should get 3 square meals a day. He should be protected from violence from other inmates. But other than that, he shouldn't be able to get fan mail. When did prison become like this? It's like You're not a guest. You're here because we told you this is where you live now. I wonder if he got a sympathetic jury. This seems like a pretty open and shut case to me.
It only takes one.
As it goes, we'll see just exactly how stupid this country has become.
Luigi's lawyer says, remember that any photos that are being sent to him are being screened by law enforcement.
That
ladies.
tells me a genital pick or two has come through the transom. Alex Williams says there are delays on 285 around the city.
Yeah, it's been slow all day, Eric, and it continues. 285 westbound, the outer loop. You're on the brake lights from Chamblee Dunwoody Road into Sandy Springs. It stays sluggish over to I-75 in Cobb County. No relief as you make that commute southbound, passing Truist Park through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 east and southbound, those delays find you right at Georgia 400, really jams up right around I-85 Spaghetti Junction, and those delays will continue down to Highway 78 to Stone Mountain Freeway. Now a travel advisory in Kennesaw, stalled Big Rig 2 right lane, 75 south before Chastain Road, exit 271. Use Highway 41, Cobb Parkway as an alternate. Some issues on the northeast side of town, Kobe Dawkins.
And you're dealing with the stall, 85 northbound at Spaghetti Junction, exit 95. One right lane knocked out, delays back to Chamblee Tucker Road, and rides should start to improve moving through Gainesville, 985 north and south at Highway 13, exit 17. Fire department activity has cleared in both directions. All lanes are back open. And traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter here for my good friends at PalmettoSleep.com. Let's talk about a serious business, sleep apnea. I suffer from it, and whether you've been diagnosed with it or afraid you have it, I have the solution. Palmetto Sleep is here to give you your life back. They make it easy to get help for sleep apnea because living without a good night's sleep is simply no way to live. Palmetto Sleep offers a custom-fitted oral appliance that opens your airway so you naturally breathe the way nature intended. The best part is they offer virtual consultations and in-home sleep testing. No overnight stays at a sleep center. Plus, Palmetto Sleep has all the doctors that you will need. Most appointments are virtual, and it's all covered by your private medical insurance. Don't suffer from another sleepless night or daytime fatigue like I do. Visit PalmettoSleep.com now. Visit PalmettoSleep.com. That's PalmettoSleep.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
As a trucker, I know how challenging these last 4 years have been. I'm Congressman Mike Collins, and I've been hitting the road listening to Georgians across my district. Please know that help is on the way, and follow along at collins.house.gov.
Paid for with official funds from the Office of Representative Mike Collins.
Hey, this is Congressman Mike Collins. I'm fighting every day for America First policies in Washington, and I want to hear from you about how we can make our country better. Reach out at collins.house.gov and let me know.
Paid for with official funds from the Office of Representative Mike Collins.
Ready to transform your outdoor living space? Welcome to SPF Screens and Awnings, the experts in outdoor screen and shade products proudly serving Atlanta. At SPF, we tailor solutions just for you. With our custom-built screens and awnings, you choose the material, color, and design to match your style. Looking for comfort and privacy? Our motorized screens keep the bugs and sun out while allowing the breeze in with the click of a button. With SPF, our seamless turnaround means you'll have your products in just a few weeks. And with our 5-year warranty on hurricane screens and 10-year warranty on screens and awnings, you know you're investing in quality that lasts. We even offer flexible financing. Elevate your outdoor area today. Transform your outdoor living with SPF Screens and Awnings, where comfort meets style. For a limited time, enjoy $250 off our motorized awnings and screens. Purchase any awning and receive a free LED light upgrade to enhance your outdoor experience with a perfect ambiance day or night. Visit sunprotection.com to schedule your free consultation. That's sunprotection.com.
Your roof has been impacted. Heavy rain, strong winds, damaging storms. Home Fix It show host Dave Baker here. I recommend you get a free roof analysis from my award-winning roofer, Findlay Roofing. No obligation, no charge. FindlayRoofing.com.
Roof. Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. A new civil rights complaint against the Fulton County School District. It claims Palestinian and Muslim students face harassment and discrimination.
The Council on American Islamic Relations and Asian Americans Advancing Justice claims students have been harassed in person and online ever since the October 2023 Hamas attacks on Israel. Attorney Aaron Butler says they're making several demands.
Condemn all instances of discrimination against Palestinian, Arab, and Muslim American students and issue a public statement acknowledging the harm they committed.
And the school district says in a statement it's committed to fostering a safe learning environment. In Fulton County, Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
76 degrees in Atlanta, cloudy and breezy tomorrow as a cold front passes through. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. New information today on the murders of two 13-year-old boys last summer. Atlanta police announcing multiple suspects are now charged.
They were good kids in the community, and unfortunately, their futures, their lives were taken.
Atlanta Police Major Paul Malecki says Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman were killed celebrating Freeman's birthday outside his home on Spark Street last July. 7 suspects are now charged. In addition to the suspects who were already in custody, police say they've arrested 2 more today. Police say the shooting was gang-related. With fentanyl claiming more and more lives, Georgia lawmakers look to get tough on those who traffic the powerful opioid.
It's our ongoing efforts to address the fentanyl crisis.
State Senator Russ Goodman says the bill passed today raises prison sentences and fines depending on how much fentanyl someone is caught with. Sentences can range between 10 to 35 years and fines between $75,000 to $750,000. It now goes to the House. A former Customs and Border Protection officer is convicted of smuggling cocaine into Atlanta.
Prosecutors say 45-year-old Ivan Van Beverhout used his position as a CBP officer to break the law and smuggle more than 16 kilograms of cocaine into Atlanta from the U.S. Virgin Islands. He's accused of boarding a flight from St. Thomas to Atlanta, carrying the drugs in 2 carry-on bags. To avoid TSA screening, Van Beverhout traveled in his official capacity, even with his loaded patrol-issued firearm. A trained narcotics canine at Hartsfield-Jackson detected the cocaine. He now faces time in federal prison. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
DeKalb County CEO promises big upgrades to the sewer system after the approval of a water rate hike.
It represents, over the course of a 10-year period, a $4 billion investment in infrastructure.
Speaking a day after the rate hike is approved, CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says the investments are critical to economic development in DeKalb. New concern about measles after a child in Texas becomes the first person to die from measles in a decade.
Measles was considered to be eliminated in the U.S. in 2000, but we are now seeing cases in more than a dozen states, including Georgia. The biggest outbreak is in West Texas, where more than 124 cases have been reported. Dr. Laura Johnson is a pediatrician.
I didn't expect to ever take care of measles patients in my career in any meaningful way. It seems like something from the past.
We told you about cases here in Georgia earlier this month. They were family members who were not vaccinated. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The city of Brookhaven is putting in more electric vehicle charging stations. City manager Christian Sigmund says there'll be fast chargers.
There are 2 of them, and they're going on to Dresden Drive in front of a new multi-family mixed-use development that's about to open.
They're expected to start going in over the next 2 to 3 months. When it comes to authentication, CBS's Matt Piper reports Google is no longer using text.
It will be a big change for those who have Gmail and the way an account is secured. Google will stop sending codes via text message to verify Gmail accounts. Instead, it'll use passkeys and QR codes that users would scan with their devices. The problem with texts, experts say, they can be phished, or people do not have the phone the code is sent to or cannot get a text when traveling overseas.
It is now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Nothing but brake lights through downtown, Bill. It's rough 400 southbound. You'll slow right at Lenox Road. Going to take you at least a half hour to get from there for the ride down to I-20. Northbound jams in from University Avenue up to around 10th Street. Heads up in Kennesaw, travel advisory. Stalled Big Rig. They're holding 2 right lanes for this one. 75 south, just before Chastain Road, exit number 271. If you'd like, you can use Highway 41, Cobb Parkway as an alternate there. 85 northbound, we've had trouble in the right lane right at 285 Spaghetti Junction. That's just going to add to the volume from Chamblee Tucker for the commute up into Norcross in Duluth. And 985 northbound in recovery mode, heading up through Oakwood. Earlier brush fire clear there. Taking a look at the ride on I-20, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, looking on the west side of town, 20 westbound remains slow from an earlier trouble spot that has cleared. Tough delay starting at I-285, getting past Thornton Road and over in DeKalb County. 20 eastbound, you start to get slow at the perimeter, getting into the Stonecrest area past Panola Road. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies for this evening as temperatures fall to the upper 40s, low 50s tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, breezy, high 68. Cooling down on Friday morning to the upper 30s, low 40s. Friday afternoon, sunny skies, high 64.
76 in Woodstock and in Johns Creek. It's 77 in Conyers. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law are 100% local. Get your free Rider's Advantage card at steelhorselaw.com.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation-proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation-proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation can take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Arum here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
This is idiotic. What were you showing me? So I've never heard of these. These are bars that are suspended in midair.
Yeah, it's like a harness bar.
They hang off of a crane, like one of those cranes you'd see in a skyscraper site, and they hang off, and and everybody gets on this thing, and hangs thousands of feet in the air.
And they're all individually harnessed to one main beam.
Right.
And then you just go up there, and it can be like, and you enjoy beverages. You can have dinner up there.
You just showed me one where one guy's harness broke.
Where
everybody started screaming.
Part of the bar's harness broke, so they're all still harnessed to the main.
Yeah, why would you need that? This is a real
it's
problem.
fun.
The 20s, if you're in your 20s or 30s, you know what? It's okay. Look at a picture from 1945 at people at a bar. If you want to have fun, you can do it just like them and have just as much or more fun. What is it with this? Everything has to be a spectacle. Everything has to. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like it's this. It started with social media. It started with personal avatars, where when we grew up looking at really cool rock stars on the covers of their albums, suddenly we all could have our album cover. Like, we all had our glamour shot if we were a rock star. And now it's even gone beyond that. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something weird where no one in their 20s or 30s has any interest in just coming through this world, living a life, and then dying and moving on. This is in a way, it is seeking fame. I didn't just go drink at a bar.
I went to a hanging bar.
We were suspended 1,000 feet in the air. Yeah, okay. I'll open the floor to questions.
It's that
now.
high. And if you
Look at this
if you go
picture.
at night, guys, here's a picture of this actual one. Here, look at it glows blue. These are in several cities. It's not
blue.
Oh wow.
See, look, it's blue.
That's different than not.
I'm just going to go in this hole in the wall, get drunk, and go home.
The idea about bars, what's really great, is it's not about actually what the bar looks like. It's about the people sitting around you and serving you at the bar. That's the bar experience. You don't need to. If you feel you need to be suspended 1,000 feet in the air to have a good time at a bar, you've never been to a good bar. It's just this weird thing now where everything that people do has to have some sort of spectacle / daredevil aspect to it. Have you ever driven on 400? Life is dangerous enough. There's no need. There's no need to ever put yourself into harm's way unless you're like, as a career, I want to be the next Evel Knievel. Okay, fine. Now you're an actual daredevil. You're trying to make money from it.
Ooh, but you get the Daredevil cocktail, which is a mixture of rum, you get a little vodka in there, and
then a
amaretto.
harness breaks, and you ask yourself, why did I do this? Immediately, everyone's screaming. Yeah. I mean, we all know that planes are mostly safe, but, there's the crash that can happen. Why do we do it? Oh, because we want to get somewhere. The harness breaks and everybody dies in the Sky Bar. Every one of those people could have had a great time at another bar. If you don't want to fly, now it takes you 5 days to go to California on a train, right? So there's reasons, right? A guy like me, I don't enjoy flying, but if I'm going to go to California, I want to be there in 4 hours, not 5 days.
Yeah,
so there's a reason.
The convenience.
So there's a reason why to do this thing that has some danger attached to it.
Jared would do it, though.
But choosing, of course he would do it. He is absolutely.
I never actually
Not
have.
only
I've
would he
seen
do
these-
it, his wife would do it with him. They would have Instagram stuff leading up to it. You would get Instagram stuff from there, and then you would get after it's over how we felt about it, because he is his age, and there's nothing he can do about it. It is not possible for Jared Yamamoto to go to a new place, have a great time, and not post about it. It's not possible.
Looking at this style of bar, I probably could avoid something like this just because it looks like a pedal pub. Those pedal
what's
pubs,
a pedal pub?
Pedal pub is, you see them all like if you go to a festival.
Wherever, well,
You mean you got to work? You got to exercise
you're
while
pedaling.
drinking?
You're pedaling
not actually
at the
pedaling
bar.
to help them, but basically the bar, everyone sits on one.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
Pedal
You
pub.
are pedaling. You're helping.
It doesn't really help.
You've got like 12 people pedaling at the same time. I would think that would help,
The couple
especially
of times
if you
I
hit a
got a
hill.
pedal pub, I felt like there was zero resistance.
What do you
I'm
think?
like,
I think there's a motor in there?
That's what I thought.
You think that there's actually the whole thing's a scam?
I thought the whole thing was a scam. At least the one that I did in
I've
Nashville.
never done it, so I don't.
I never did the one in Atlanta, and I'm sure that it's different.
So there
based
wasn't a
on
lot
each
of
city.
resistance.
There was not a
You were
lot of
just doing
resistance.
like,
It says it's powered by the passengers.
Yeah. Well, here's a passenger. I call him.
They do not have a motor.
Passenger number 1 is a whistleblower here, and he says that is not true.
I'm telling you, somebody that's ridden a lot of bicycles in my life.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but you've read a one-person bicycle. That's you.
I
If you
recognize that.
distribute the work between 12 people, it's going
I'm
to be a
telling
lot.
you,
Yeah, the lady knows what she's talking
going
about
up
there.
using that pedal pub and going up Broadway northbound. I mean, that is a significant
know
hill
what-
on Broadway in Nashville.
You never
That's
been
a
to Nashville? Come on.
Significant
Yeah,
hill
but I don't
there.
know I don't know its topography.
Well, I know, but Broadway is the one street that everybody's been in Nashville has been to.
And if you go
With
northbound,
all the signage and all the bars and all the music.
Well,
What did
that's
you go to
cool.
Nashville for? To forage? We
I
were in
went-
Nashville. We didn't go see any music.
I went there for the history.
Yeah, we
and
were
for
there
the
for
libraries.
We were there for a week. We decided not to go to see any shows.
if you go from the
They have
river,
a great garden there, public garden.
Honestly, now I wouldn't care about the main drag.
Yeah,
You know,
probably me
because
too.
it's too touristy now.
It
It's
is.
like Disneyland.
It is. It is very touristy.
It absolutely
And also,
is.
everywhere you go, you got to be willing to give money to musicians. And you know, who wants to give money to musicians?
Well, a street
It
musician.
only encourages them, I tell you.
Get on a stage.
I'm telling you,
Are
after
there no prisons?
after doing that pedal pub and going from the river up north towards where the Predators play, that is a significant hill. And there were 12 of us on there. So
What do
in
you mean, like
Autumn's defense-
Jeffrey Epstein's up there?
What do you mean?
The Predators?
Oh, no, the Nashville Predators.
Oh, the hockey team.
The hockey team, yeah,
Okay.
going towards the
No,
arena.
he meant like lions and bears and stuff.
That's why people stay down where the
by the river.
By the river, exactly.
Apex predators.
That way they can
Are
get
up
away
there.
if they need. That way they can get away if need be. But it felt like I swear it felt like it was motorized. But
Also,
honestly,
you were drinking. You probably felt like energized from
She's
being
right.
drunko.
She's right. You ride a bike alone, you got 12 people
Yeah.
pedaling at the same time, they're not going to have as much resistance.
You
You're
don't
not
even have to
trying
do
to
it.
create like nuclear power. You're just got to move the bike up the street a little bit.
Can you pretend? Can you pretend that you're helping?
Oh, that must be terrible. Like a big 400-pounder gets on. You're like, oh, all right, look, I'll catch the next one.
I mean, it was definitely leading.
I'm not pedaling.
There
I'm
was
not
one-
pedaling his ass
You're
up
catching
Broad
these.
Street.
You're like, you know what? I think I'll take the pedal pub up the road.
There was
I need
definitely
to get across town.
there was
Yeah.
definitely one
And-
person who
and
was.
I'm a bit parched.
There was a couple.
This is the perfect place for me.
I remember a couple from Kentucky that were definitely.
Everybody's fat in Kentucky.
Zaftig.
Everybody.
Y'all, this is crazy.
We ain't got bikes in Kentucky.
Whoa. I can't believe we're in Nashville. It's where Elvis lives.
He doesn't, ma'am.
No, you're in the wrong city.
Yeah.
But
Take the pedal bike to Memphis.
What's that liquor? I ain't never heard of that.
just keep. Hey, listen. You need to keep
it's only
pedaling.
beer.
All right? You're causing 50% of
You
the
look,
drag.
my husband is handsome, isn't he?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Ooh,
them.
boy.
He's got
we
almost.
met when we was just in high school.
Hey, more
I ain't been
pedaling,
with
less
nobody
talking,
else.
please. Pedal, please.
I'm pedaling.
Pedal.
You're not pulling your weight.
Honey.
Literally.
Give me some water.
You're not pulling.
Get this guy some water.
I'll make it a beer.
Just might as well be a beer.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, get him a Bud Light. May as well be
So
water.
I see a big 500-pound hillbilly sit down. I'm not pedaling your ass up Broad Street. Sorry, I'll find something else to do.
That Sky Bar though looks exactly like a pedal pub in the air. That's exactly what it looks like. So I think I would be.
Maybe
So
you
you're
have to,
saying
maybe you
I
have
think
to
I would
pedal to
avoid it.
stay in the air, and they weren't pedaling.
Oh, that's possible. That's the new one.
Pedal to live.
It's got pedal for your life.
Oh no!
Bar and grill.
I can't keep pedaling. I can't. I'm
Alex,
too tired.
I'm so thirsty, but I can't pedal anymore. We're gonna die. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 75 in Kennesaw.
Yeah, we're still watching this stalled tractor trailer, Eric. Now they're blocking the two right lanes, just a left lane open. 75 southbound, Chastain Road, exit 271. Brake lights grab you back at Highway 92 in Ackworth. You can use Highway 41 or even 575 south as alternates. 75 northbound, still a brake light battle from right around Windy Hill up to the crash cleanup off to the left at Barrett Parkway, exit 269. Don't forget, if you got a Peach Pass, the express lanes are pointed northbound. On the West Freeway, 20 westbound, on and off the brakes the whole way from the downtown connector out into Lithia Springs. Some eastbound delays as well approaching the west side perimeter. With a check of the south side commute, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, getting into Union City, 85 southbound before Flat Shoals Road, exit 66. Crash now off to the right, but you're slow, stretching back to I-285 southbound to Camp Creek Parkway, as well as I-285 westbound, the inner loop back to I-75. And speaking of I-75, 75 northbound, you're slow, leaving McDonough from Highway 155, getting to Jodico Road. And this report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio to get an extra 5% off. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Eric Erickson.
Informative and topical when you want it.
Industrial nations need to cut back. And a break when you need it. You know, there have been these wild theories about the UFOs out there for some time. Eric Erickson. Faster than the sound barrier.
Tomorrow at noon, 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Roof. Hey, it's Rufus the dog for Finley Roofing. You know Rufus. You see him on Finley Roofing trucks and billboards all over the metro area. I'm famous. Finley will come to your house and give your roof a thorough roof analysis for free. No obligation. Free. No charge. Any questions? Who's a good boy? Me. Rufus, get your nose out of there. Roof. Finley Roofing. See him on the web at finleyroofing.com. Roof.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin. Book now and save up to 35% off. Plus, kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Hey folks, it's Belinda. What you have planned this weekend? How about visiting the Lakewood 400 Antiques Market in Cumming, Friday through Sunday this weekend? Grab your spouse or your friends and go on a treasure hunt with over 500 booths. Everything you can imagine, from jewelry, collectibles, sports memorabilia, antiques, furniture, handcrafts, and toys. Every aisle and row is a different adventure. Come on out this weekend to the Lakewood 400 Antiques Market, 1321 Atlanta Highway in Cumming. Visit lakewoodantiques.com.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
Got a leaky pipe? Trouble with your heat? Ace Hardware Home Services is right around the corner with trusted pros to fix it. From plumbing to heating and cooling, we'll keep your home running smoothly all year long. Find us at acehardwarehomeservices.com.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
Your deck is more than just a place to flip a burger or have a cup of coffee. It gathers your friends and family on all your favorite occasions and is there to enjoy every day. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we build beautiful, high-quality decks at a reasonable price. We're licensed and insured, provide exceptional customer service, design help, and we'll work with the materials you want. Strength, durability, beauty. Decks done differently. Built by Nelson Exteriors. Get your free estimate. Google Nelson Exteriors.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
That commercial makes me have one question. Aren't all eyeball injections prescription?
Not mine. I got one at home.
Are there over-the-counter eyeball injections?
Oh, yeah, you get them at CVS, guys.
At the heroin store.
Yeah.
Look, man, you got it really bad if you're injecting through your eyeball. You know, there are other places you can put that heroin.
Where?
I want to get the name
Heroin.
of that drug. She says it so fast and so casually.
Yeah, well.
You know, because it's Izervay for like habitabilibly,
Yeah.
you know? What is
Well,
that?
all I know is it beats the hell out of those over-the-counter eyeball injections.
Damn right.
They're too blunt.
Thankfully. Yeah, because, those needles.
Makes you dance.
I know. It was like I gave myself a black eye because it took so long for the poker to go in. Ow! I was so embarrassed, I told people my wife beat me.
It was an Ozempic.
I didn't want people to think that I had injected my eyeball incorrectly.
You were trying to make your eyeballs less heavy. Ozempic.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the new thing. Shrink your eyeballs.
Yeah.
This is what Cher and Jane Fonda are doing now. They noticed that their eyeballs are looking a little old. So now they...
Putting a lot of weight in my eyes.
But hey, if it's helping people, I think it's great. What's the buzz, Jared Yamamoto? Tell me what's happening.
Monica Lewinsky is buzzing. She says that Bill Clinton should have resigned from office after affair.
When? 100 years ago, when all of this went down? Why are people still asking her?
She was on a podcast, and this is what she said.
The right way
Stop.
to...
Wait. If she was the guest, then I take it Bobby Lee wasn't available. Isn't he on every
feels
podcast?
like it.
All right.
The right way to handle
a situation like that would have been to probably say it was, nobody's business and to resign, or to find a way of staying in office that was not lying and not throwing a young person who was just starting out in the world under the bus.
Okay, all right. You know what? All right, it's time. Okay, she's 70 now or whatever. It's time to let the little. Can I just say so? How old was she when this went down? 23, 22,
Early
23 years?
20s for sure.
Early 20s. Certainly, we all know what's wrong from the point of view of powerful man in that position. I'm not saying I don't understand.
She came
it.
on to me.
Yeah. See, you're supposed to be the older, wiser, and the president of the United States at the time able to handle your business in a much better way. I'm
51,
not saying,
by the way, 51.
Huh?
She's only 51.
She's 51 now, but how old was she when this went down?
In her early 20s.
Okay.
Well, you said she was 70-something, so that's
I
why
was
you said
joking. I'm just saying. She's like 100 years old now. Can we get rid of the naive? It's just like, okay, so you were 22 or 23. Guess what I know that you knew at that age? That he was married. There's no way you didn't know the President of the United States had a first lady and she was married. So was at this point, now that you're older and he's older, we all understand the power leverage thing. We understand that he should have known better. But enough of this, like, I was so innocent. You were old enough to know that he was married and that you shouldn't be doing that with a married man. Can you begin at the age of 51 to take a slight bit of responsibility for this? Even understanding that he was in the power position and should have not done that. But enough of the moaning and groaning about your 23-year-old self. As a matter of fact, everybody needs to stop thinking about their 23-year-old self. Let it go. Move on, Monica.
I don't know. This is news on Call Her Daddy. If it happens on Call Her Daddy, then it's going to happen. It's going to get fixed.
Is that still the number 2 podcast in America?
I believe it is.
Yeah, it's that podcast where women talk about things that guys don't care about. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 near the airport.
Watching the Hero put out his cones behind this one right now, Eric. 2 left lanes, 75 south, just below Cleveland Avenue, exit number 241. Again, that's 2 left lanes blocked. Already slow from Langford Parkway. No big alternate needed just yet. You can jump over and use the access road as an alternate. And just found new trouble in Gwinnett County. Police with it. Stall second right lane, 85 northbound above Indian Trail Road, exit 101. Keeping the ride slow back to Chamblee Tucker Road. Travel advisory 75 in Kennesaw, Kobe Dawkins.
And at 75 southbound before Chastain Road, exit 271, stalled big rig knocking out 2 right lanes. Seeing tough delays stretching into Ackworth to Highway 92. Can avoid it by taking Highway 41 as an alternate. And coming northbound, heavy brake lights starting at Windy Hill Road to Chastain Road due to crash cleanup off to the left at Barrett Parkway. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Does it seem like it's getting louder and louder? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. That noise is your garage door crying for help. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. Our highly trained technicians provide 24/7 service, upfront pricing, and free estimates. We service all major brands. Our products are warranted, and our work is guaranteed. We will treat you like our only customer. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, Jerry, said, we needed to move quickly, and we were worried that the process would be lengthy and that we would spend a lot of money on repairs. I can't thank Mark Spain Real Estate enough. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
News, weather, traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, Georgia lawmakers take aim at the fentanyl crisis.
We're trying to have our laws and our penalties be more reflective of just how deadly fentanyl is.
A bill passed in the state Senate would give criminals harsher sentences for trafficking the powerful opioid.
From 2019 to 2022, fentanyl-involved overdose deaths in Georgia rose 308%, according to the Department of Public Health.
I tell people that if other drugs are a BB gun, that fentanyl is a nuclear bomb.
Which is why State Senator Russ Goodman says his bill would raise the penalties, with prison sentences ranging from 10 to 35 years and fines between $75,000 and $750,000. 3 Democrats voted no over concerns that the bill criminalizes addiction. The measure now goes to the House. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
75 degrees in Atlanta, only a slim chance of rain with a cold front tomorrow. What is the weekend looking like? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has a sneak peek in Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Atlanta police and the FBI solved the shocking murders of 2 young boys last summer. The shooting involved a gang turf war, which police call cowardly.
The overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear.
The boys, whom Atlanta police call innocent good kids, were sitting outside West End apartments when gunfire killed Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Atlanta Police Major Ralph Woolfolk.
Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life.
Woolfolk says a series of shootings last summer launched when a rapper shot a music video in a rival gang's territory, and a high-ranking gang member with a contraband cell phone in prison ordered a hit. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A Delta flight from Charlotte to Atlanta today declares an emergency after a mechanical issue. Flight 3067 lands safely in Charlotte after a potential hydraulic system issue. 71 passengers and 5 crew members get off the plane as normal, and there are no injuries. Emergency crews had to tow the plane to a gate. It's one way to cut down on Atlanta's horrible traffic. The city's e-bike rebate program may get more money.
A new report from the Atlanta Regional Commission finds the nearly 800 people that acquired an e-bike last year with the city's rebate program have reduced their car trips to work or school by 40%. While the program doesn't have any additional funding right now, Councilman Matt Westmoreland says that could change.
We still got 10,000 folks who want to get out of their cars and onto a bicycle. And so I think that's a huge opportunity for us to allocate additional funding.
He says he plans to start discussions with the council about an extension of the program. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
The Cobb County Medical Examiner's Office identifies 57 sets of cremains recovered after a fire at an abandoned funeral home last year.
We wanted to put it out just in case there are family members out there that have unanswered questions.
Cobb County spokesman Ross Cavett says the names are posted online.
The names are listed there. If anybody thinks there is a connection, there's a phone number there they can contact.
And we posted the list at WSBradio.com. A bill to make it a felony to distribute or produce child porn made using artificial intelligence passes unanimously in the Georgia House.
This bill addresses one of today's biggest issues, and that's the transformation of traditional crimes through the use of artificial intelligence.
Bill sponsor, State Rep Brad Thomas, says AI is making old crimes even worse. The bill now goes to the Senate. You can speak out tonight on the future of Piedmont Park.
The Piedmont Park Conservancy has engaged with the public for 9 months, hearing calls to restore Lake Claramede, build more athletic courts and fields, add playgrounds, and enhance the natural beauty. If you have a thought, they want to hear from you tonight.
I want to thank all the folks that have given feedback. I want to encourage folks that haven't given feedback yet. It's not too late.
Conservancy CEO Doug Widener says the Zoom call starts at 6. You can register to get the link on their website. You can also view the plans and submit submit your thoughts there. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic, and here is Alex Williams.
75 in the Northwest Corridor has been a hot spot all day, Bill, and it continues. Stalled Big Rig, 2 right lanes, 75 South Chastain Road, exit 271. Already slow back to Allatoona Gateway. Exit number 278, use Highway 41 as an alternate. Northbound jams in, passing Truist Park. Up into Kennesaw, where crash cleanups on the left shoulder at Barrett Parkway. Heads up in Gwinnett County, we've been dealing with a stall, 85 in northbound. Just past Indian Trail, it's in the second right lane. It's adding to the delays back towards Shallowford Road. Once you get past that, you'll jam it again from Sugarloaf Parkway. Crash just pushed to the right shoulder in Swanee at Highway 317, exit 111. Been checking the ride through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, those downtown rides are definitely jammed. 75-85 northbound. Heavy brake lights begin at Langford Parkway, getting past North Avenue. And 75-85 southbound, tough delay starting before the downtown merge to I-20. And also leaving the downtown connector, travel advisory 75 southbound near the airport past Cleveland Avenue, exit 241. It's a crash, knocking out 2 left lanes. You can use Metropolitan Parkway as an alternate. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening and mild. Temperatures still in the low 60s through 9 p.m., cooling down to the upper 40s, low 50s for early tomorrow morning. A cold front moving through tomorrow afternoon, bringing cloudy skies, but only a slim chance of an isolated rain shower. Breezy at times with a high of 68, then cooling down to the upper 30s, low 40s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 64. This weekend will feature sunny skies, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
And right now, 76 in Sandy Springs, 77 in Monroe, and 75 in Union City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins when I decide it begins. And not until. So keep that music going, because it begins, wait for it, right now with this.
It's time for Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Joe.
Are you going to wait for the whole Lola song? Do a little dance back there?
Oh, I know. Is it the Lola song or is it the Copacabana?
Copacabana. Same song.
Her name was Lola.
Yeah, that doesn't make it the Lola song.
No,
it's still called the Copacabana.
I thought you were going to act as Lola.
You walk in here and
up.
act like you're the expert on Barry Manilow, and then it's nothing but fake Barry news.
It could be the Rico song, too. The Rico, that's true. Yeah. His name was Rico, yeah. So.
Yeah, see, you can't do that.
Do the cha-cha.
You know what I do, Joe? I look at the center of the record, and whatever that says the name of the song is, that's what I refer to the song as.
Yes.
And you better shape up, my friend.
My mother had her prom at the Copacabana, though.
Really?
That's a little,
is that true?
That's a true fact.
Where is the Copacabana? Florida? Somewhere?
It was in
Miami?
New York. It was in New York.
Oh, I thought it was like
Take me to the Copa.
Oh, I thought it was like a South American, kind of thing.
Isn't the song set in Florida, though? Well, it could be. I don't know. Maybe they had a different bar up there, so I named the Copacabana.
Yeah, I'm
second
sorry.
location was up there. That's right, yeah. 2.
Yeah. Your mom had her prom at Copacabana 2.
2, that's right.
New Jersey.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, sit down. Have some pasta. Hey.
Well, Dr. Joe is here so that we can fill this radio requirement of alliteration. And that means you got to have segments that match certain days of the week, and it's alliteration. So we call this Wellness Wednesday. And Dr. Joe's here to talk us through the now, he's not here to, like, if you have a rash on your thigh or something, don't take a picture of it and send it to us. He's not going to diagnose that.
Send it to Jared.
Yeah, send it to Jared.
What do we do with all these people waiting on hold to talk about their rashes? Yeah.
We leave them on hold. What we're going to do is we look into the current events and get to some of the medical underpinnings.
I'll pick them up Sunday night. I'll just hold until Sunday.
Yeah, just hold until Sunday.
It went away.
I'm better now.
All by itself.
Shelly's going to get very mad that they're all blocking the phone lines for Shelly.
People with, what you call it?
Shelly Winter was sleeping on a couch down by my office when I walked in. And I had to do a meeting thing or whatever. So like 45 minutes later, I walk out. He's still sleeping on this uncomfortable small couch, no pillow. He's got a tie on. And, man, he could sleep through anything. Like, he was really, really sleeping as I was walking by him. And I have a couch with a pillow in my office, But then I realized I'd have to wake him up to tell him that, so I decided I might as well just leave him sleeping. So
Well, he's doing a sleep apnea commercial now, so maybe he's
doing
trying
some
to-
research.
Yes, that's what it is. Mhm.
Shelley Winter's a machine, man. He had a busy day. Went to the Capitol earlier today, had an
I
interview with Ossoff, and then
yeah, you
everybody in the
interview
show.
with whatchamacallit.
Yeah, we talked about the thing that he's into, Ossoff.
You got him on the record.
Yeah.
All right. Look forward to that tonight, 7 p.m. What's our stories for Dr. Joe? What is our first story for Dr.
New
Joe?
research from Southern Cross University, and I love this research, has found that oysters contain protein that kills pneumonia and strep bacteria. Thank goodness, because oysters are amazing.
Oh, it's just, guys, all of a sudden, he's all of a sudden the ambassador
of oysters.
Of oysters I love this one. What do you mean you love this one?
I'm happy to hear this because
it's good. Hey, if it's good for oysters, it's good for Jared Yamamoto.
Good for the country. Oysters are a divisive topic, especially on this show, and I know that they are delicious. They are delicious, and so they're not underrated by my fellow.
Well, I don't eat them because you can always just kind of
you don't eat snot,
swallow if you need to. I don't need to have an oyster. At
Should
all.
be known that Jared did celebrate Oyster Fest this past week.
I know. He's oystered out.
I had so many oysters.
Got your zinc. What a great source of zinc. I'll talk nice. They got good source of zinc.
I appreciate that.
Good
Thank
for
you,
your
Dr.
prostate.
He loves
Very good
that
for your
because he's a
prostate.
big fan of oysters. I don't know if you've noticed.
I won't talk
Now,
about the mercury and lead and heavy metal.
The fact that I don't want to eat them doesn't mean that if they will cure something. What are they supposed to help cure?
Contains the protein that kills pneumonia and strep bacteria.
Yeah, kill these damn oysters. Use them for medicine. I got no problem with that.
That's right.
Medicinal oyster.
Could you rub it on a staph
oyster.
infection? Just
rub it on your rash. I could talk about that. Yeah.
The old rash rub.
Yeah.
So, does this seem like it's a reality? I read about it, and apparently there's kind of a skin that develops. Is this about the
a biofilm? It's called.
Yeah, and
Yes.
this is about what it does. Is this the one also that helps with antibiotics and stuff like that?
Yeah, because bacteria they create a biofilm so that your immune system doesn't recognize it. It kind of it's camouflage. And if you break down the biofilm, then the immune system says, "Ooh, I can attack that." So it
Okay.
seems to break down the biofilm, and then antibiotics would work better because it broke down the biofilm.
Because antibiotics have been overprescribed, and so we're coming to the end of their use.
Yes.
Not completely and totally, but gradually as time goes on. And so this probably, before being some sort of miracle cure for anything, what it sounded to me like as I was reading it was it could give us another 20, 25 years with antibiotics because it will boost.
Right, boost the antibiotics.
Boost the antibiotics that we have that
Yes.
are slowly losing their power.
Yes, because the
So you're
bad
right,
guys-
Jared. Can we have a salute to oysters?
Absolutely.
Hey!
Eat more oysters.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Eat more mercury and lead.
Oysters are a jolly good fellow. Oysters are a jolly good fellow. Oysters are a jolly good fellow. That nobody can deny.
Or slurp.
Oh, there's something better than when you open one up,
No,
especially
there
when
is
they're
something
fresh.
better. I'll tell you about it later off air.
You eat them raw?
Oh, I love the raw ones too. I prefer cooked. I will say I do prefer cooked, but I do like them raw too.
So you like your sickness to be cooked first.
Yeah, right. Kill off some of that.
I don't know
Knock on wood,
anybody.
I have never been sick from oysters. Never. Not once.
Have you've never
Not
been
once.
sick from any seafood whatsoever?
Not once, but I don't get sick. very
Sushi,
often.
that's only.
Oh, looks at him. Humble brag.
I don't get sick.
I don't get sick.
Take a look at me, huh?
I'm a functioning alcoholic who never gets sick.
That's all my organs are pickled.
You've pickled,
That's right.
you pickled the viruses.
And he walks in the park every day.
That's right.
And he whenever he sees a woodland creature, he takes a picture of it, puts it on his
That's
Insta.
a lot of pictures of woodland creatures. Yes, if you follow him, you'll see everything.
Hey, everybody, I'm walking through the woods. You wouldn't believe what I saw. A woodland creature. This has got to go on my Insta.
Hey, today I did not put this one on my Insta.
Oh, it's
but
hornet's nest.
It was a hornet's nest. Look.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
A
Wow.
hornet's nest
Fascinating, right?
in a park.
Tell them what you thought, though.
Yeah.
You thought it was you thought it was some sort of genie lived in there or something,
I
right?
thought it was a hornet's
No,
nest.
no. You thought that they would return to it. Remember
Oh, that's right. Well, I didn't realize that they abandon their nest when they're done with it.
Yeah. You can buy them in estate sales.
Which
and
I'm
use
like-
them as decor if you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I'm like, yeah, if I'm a queen bee, I'm like, that's very diva-esque to have to leave a perfectly good nest to build a new one.
Is that how it works, or do they all
That's what
just
Tim
die
explained
in
to me.
one season?
Tim is a hornet
Do they
expert.
go and build?
that, or is that just bees?
Yeah, is that wasp or bees?
It's a hornet.
It's a hornet.
Hornet's nest. But you said a queen bee.
Oh, what's-
Bald-faced hornets, and the queen buries herself. Look, she lays all these eggs and stuff, and they're
Yeah.
all taken care of. And then the queens fly off, start new colonies, but they
Oh.
don't go back to their old nest.
And I said that's very diva-esque if you think about it. Why not just stay in the perfectly good hive that you've created
Yeah,
here?
you don't want to
top of this tree.
Yeah, you got to hang out with all the riffraff.
You should argue with nature.
Yes.
For
Go shake it.
Say
see
like,
if
hey,
they like it."
I'm a human and I know how to do things better.
Yeah. You're not doing it right. Hornet's nest.
They should have a mixed use.
Mixed use
that's
nest.
right, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you have some
Rent
residential.
out a space to the
commercial.
honeybees.
How about that?
That they eat.
Those hornets need some gentrification. That's what
And
they need.
The rental service could be called just B&B.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Drive carefully. Tip your waiters and waitresses. They're working hard for you. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 75 near the airport.
Yeah, Eric, we're watching this crash in 2 left lanes, 75 south, just below Cleveland Avenue, exit 241, getting pretty heavy as you leave Langford Parkway. You can use the access road that comes down from Langford Parkway or I-85 southbound as your alternates to get around that delay near the airport. Elsewhere downtown, it is nothing but brake lights heading south from that 85-400 merge, about 32 minutes from there down to I-20. Northbound stacks in from Langford Parkway up past Peachtree, Pine Street, and travel advisory continues in Kennesaw. Stalled tractor trailer still hanging out. The cones are out in 2 right lanes, 75 South Chastain Road, exit 271, very slow from Lake Allatoona. I would recommend using Highway 41 as your alternate. Kobe Dawkins, we had some trouble on I-85 in Gwinnett County.
Well, a little bit of better news. 85 northbound near Indian Trail Road, exit 101. Earlier stall that was knocking out your second right lane has cleared, and those delays continue to stretch on to I-285. And then just a tap of the brakes as you continue getting into Swanee. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The morning rush hour, the evening rush hour, and everything in between.
All lanes being held. 575 north at Highway 92, exit 7. Rolling
Tune in 24/7 with the Triple Team Traffic Center.
Officials diverting you onto Mansell Road.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group, to discuss one of the biggest blind spots that people face when saving for retirement, and it's a head scratcher. Chris, how do so many people not know what they're invested in?
That's the biggest flaw that everybody runs into. They think they know what equities they have, they think they know what bonds they have, but they really don't know how those mutual funds or how those index funds are performing in conjunction with one another. So, I would liken this to a big pot of soup, and we're just throwing all the ingredients in the refrigerator in this thing. It's not very good. It's just a mishmash of stuff. And sometimes you like the way it tastes. Sometimes you don't. And when you don't know why. You don't know if you got too much chicken in there or too much vegetables in there or what's going on. And I ask every caller that comes in for an initial consultation, do you know how your portfolio is broken down? And they say, well, I've got, 20 or so options in my 401k, and I just picked 2 of them or 3 of them. I thought I needed some international. I thought I needed some U.S. equities. I thought I needed some bonds. And they're just guessing. So you have to absolutely know what you're invested in, and that's where we will run the 401k portfolio x-ray for you, because that'll break it down. If you're not proficient at investing and don't understand this world, we will walk you through it. Not knowing what you're invested in is a big hindrance to growing and protecting your money. We will run a portfolio x-ray for you and educate you on exactly what's in your portfolio.
Set up a time to get your complimentary portfolio x-ray today. Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858, or book online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
When it comes to beautiful, they wrote the book. Siding, paint, windows, and doors gives your home a brand new look.
At Superior Pro, we use the highest quality materials and the best techniques in windows, siding, painting, doors, and more. Plus, all our projects come with an extended labor warranty. Visit SuperiorPro.com for a free in-home design consultation.
Superior Pro, the pros to know.
Are you taking your garage door for granted?
Is it squeaking and whining for attention? Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is here with same-day repair service. Experienced technicians have been servicing homeowners in Atlanta since 1935. That's 90 years. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta can handle all your garage door and opener needs. For same-day repair service, schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404-USA-DOOR.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches, like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 35% off. Plus, kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
With our weather extremes, I wanted windows that would stand the test of time. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns, and I found them. I love my Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows from North Georgia Replacement Windows. I was blown away. They're energy efficient and incredibly durable. 8 times stronger than vinyl, so they last. Experience the fiberglass difference in your home or in their new Alpharetta showroom.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Save time, you'll make the most money. Hey, Sean Hannity here. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of getting your home ready to sell, receive an all-cash offer, and close within days. No showings, no open houses, and no stress. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. No obligation. MarkSpain.com. Get your guaranteed offer on your home today. That's MarkSpain.com, and then you can start packing.
Cheap Trick there from their new album 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago.
The Pandemic record.
The Pandemic record. It was a fantastic record. I haven't listened to it in a while. Maybe I'll do that tonight, George Clark. Thank you for reminding me.
You're so welcome.
About that latest Cheap Trick. Maybe they've got another one out and I just don't even know about it. Jerry Yamamoto. We are here with the great one, Dr. Joe.
We have new research from Kuwait, guys. Sleep deprivation alters immune cells.
From research from Kuwait.
Yeah.
They have research facilities in Kuwait?
They sure do.
Am I to trust this?
Wealthy country here.
Is it a wealthy country?
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of oligarchs? Autumn should go live there. She loves oligarchs.
Oil people, yeah.
No.
She loves oligarchs. She tells me.
No.
She said, Eric, I love these oligarchs.
No.
I think this
That's the
country.
opposite I've been
No,
saying.
you said, as I recall, you said you don't think the country's ever been in better hands than these oligarchs, and
Gosh,
that you
is that
want
what I said?
Yeah, you said you want to do everything you can to support them in their good work. Is what I
could have
heard.
sworn it was the other way around, that I don't think that very powerfully wealthy people should be in charge of
Yeah, see, there you
most
said it
of
again.
every single thing.
Did you hear what she said? She said she thinks that wealthy, powerful people should be in charge. That's what you just said it again.
Wait,
right?
I'm hearing also she wants to have Elon's 14th kid.
Yeah, well, that's already known.
I mean, a bunch of men are telling me what I said, so I must be wrong.
Exactly.
You know what? You live and learn. I like that.
You know,
I like
you're
that.
right.
I
You're
like
right.
that.
Okay.
All right. Now that we've got
Silence.
that.
Silence. Right?
Are you saying that to her or
Yes,
me?
to her, for Joe.
I don't. It's
Stifle.
I just want to say one more thing. Do
Okay,
you want any
great.
coffee?
Dr.
Can I get you guys anything? Or
Listen, sandwiches and we'd all like some tea. So put the pot to boil.
I want some hummus.
Sure.
Yeah,
hummus.
Yeah, I want some.
Oh, you know, I think I can rustle up some hummus.
You know, no. We just found out that he's not a man, so you don't have to listen to him.
Oh.
Oh.
I've been faking it all this time.
The request for hummus, just kind of
Lost my main card on that one.
Oh no, men don't like hummus. That's my latest.
What about the Greek men who love hummus?
No, that's my latest book. Real men don't like hummus. Yeah. I'm a radio person, so I didn't really write it, but I got my name really big on it. There you go. It'll be available for
Who's
Christmas.
your ghostwriter?
Is there a
My
paperback?
ghostwriter? Well, first of all, he died 15 years ago. Why should I tell you? I actually have a ghost writer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's a great author. He died 15 years ago.
In chapter 2.
Yeah, he's more of a guide. I thought ghostwriter. Look, go find a dead great author.
I actually didn't mind Sabra.
So
See?
my
One
my
of David
ghostwriter.
Lynch's last works.
Eric doesn't know what
He's
you meant
not
when
a
you said
writer that
Sabra.
way.
Yes, he does. Did you
No,
know
he
what
doesn't.
you know what Sabra is?
I don't know what Sabra is. No, I don't.
Oh,
I'm not.
brand of hummus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to eat
You can
hummus.
tell, Eric, I can tell when you don't know a reference
Yeah.
because you scoot right over it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
called being a pro.
There you go.
Yep.
You don't want to reveal to the audience.
that?
I ain't never heard of that before. Your audience does not want to know how stupid the host is, please. Listen, I'm professional enough
Please,
to
he didn't
understand
even
that.
know what brand of hummus it was.
And you listen to him about politics?
What a boob.
Boob. He's a boob.
We should bring that back, calling people boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start with you.
Hey, wait.
Pipe down, boobs.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just giving you what you said you wanted.
I can't communicate anymore.
Can't win. All right, real quick. Is there music, or are we going to have another
This research from
wellness
Kuwait
story?
has found that sleep deprivation
Oh, that's right, Kuwait.
alters
Kuwait. Do they
immune
do
cells and increases inflammation even in healthy individuals. Basically, get your sleep every night, right, Dr. Joe?
Yes.
So if you have one bad night's sleep,
One bad night.
I'm screwed.
You're screwed. That's it.
I mean, I would say
Done.
at least half of my night's sleep as an adult have been fitful at best.
The same inflammation that obese people have. And so it's a problem. Because
Wait a minute. It's the same inflammation that obese. Well, yeah, of course. It's called weight.
Yeah, but that it triggers an immune response where the
Oh, I
inflammatory
see.
reaction is the same as if you were overweight.
But what if you don't enjoy sleeping? I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, for a friend
It
of
takes
yours.
a lot
okay.
of time.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
takes a lot. I know, right?
I find it boring.
Well, not everybody has to
I'm
sleep
not
the same
having
amount.
as colorful dreams as I once did. It's very boring to
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry. You're not
that's
mixing
the
the right
gummies.
right alcohols in the evening then,
I
perhaps.
don't know. I think somebody
Yeah,
told me
it's the booze and the gummies that
the
make you not
gummies make
dream.
you not dream.
Yes,
huh?
they do.
It says here a little dollop
But
of
they
hu-
make Miles Davis albums so much more
Really
fun.
good.
Why don't you do what he took when he was making those
No,
records?
I can't. I'm not made of the
Right
stuff.
your
that,
eyeball.
Yeah, I'm not injecting my eyeball.
It says here a little dollop of hummus will fix you right up.
There you go.
Oh,
Where?
Great dreams.
you know where. Just a little dab. A little dab here will do you. Alex Williams says there's a big jam on 75 through Ackworth.
And the brake lights now start back at the Lake Allatoona Bridge on 75 southbound, all due to this travel advisory where the tractor trailer's still in two right lanes on 75 south at Chastain Road exit 271. Highway 41 will get you around that. Also 575 south, 75 northbound. It remains jammed in all the way back from northwest Atlanta, coming up from Cumberland Boulevard up into the Kennesaw, Ackworth area as well. Highway 41 is pretty slow heading northbound as an alternate. 400 northbound, you're seeing the brake lights from around the Glen Ridge connector in Sandy Springs up to Northridge, secondary slow zone out of Alpharetta from right around Mansell Road, Haynesbridge, up and through the work zone passing Windward Parkway. Been watching some trouble spots around the airport, Kobe Dawkins.
We're dealing with the travel advisory 75 southbound past Cleveland Avenue exit 241. Crash knocking out two left lanes, seeing delays back to the 75-85 split. You can use the access road or I-85 to get around that. And also on 285 eastbound, the outer loop before I-75 exit 59. Another crash knocking out one left lane, and those delays are back to I-85. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aaron back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow. It's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Men, Trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world, so why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top local story, a new discrimination complaint against Fulton County schools. It claims harassment against Palestinian and Muslim students.
The complaint comes from the Council on American Islamic Relations and Asian Americans Advancing Justice. Attorney Samantha Hamilton claims students have seen harassment ever since that October 2023 Hamas attack on Israel.
A notable example is one student telling a Muslim student, quote, "Maybe no one would bomb the preschools in Gaza if you didn't hide Mohammed down there."
In a statement, the district tells WSB it takes all allegations of discrimination seriously and investigates all reported incidents thoroughly. In Fulton County, Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
76 degrees in Atlanta. Will a cold front bring us rain tomorrow? And how is the weekend shaping up? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. New this half hour, police in Cobb County are investigating a homicide at a home in Austell.
Authorities say they received a 911 call Tuesday evening about a person shot at a home on Austell Powder Springs Road. The caller telling dispatchers he'd just shot his friend. When officers arrive at the home, they find the suspect, 25-year-old Joseph Crawford, standing outside of the house. They detain him and go inside, where they find Desmond Carter. The 33-year-old had been shot multiple times and was pronounced dead at the scene. No word as to what led up to the shooting, but Crawford is facing several charges, including felony murder and aggravated assault. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
Update today on the murders of two 13-year-old boys in Atlanta last summer. Atlanta police announcing today they have arrested two more suspects in the shooting deaths of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman, who were shot outside Freeman's home on Spark Street.
These individuals that committed the crime here on July 2nd were dangerous individuals that, if allowed to remain free on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, were going to use guns again to harm.
Police Chief Darren Shearbaum says 5 suspects were already in custody, but today they arrested 2 more. Police believe the shooting involved a gang turf war. Georgia lawmakers look to take on the fentanyl crisis with new legislation.
I tell people that if other drugs are a BB gun, that fentanyl is a nuclear bomb.
State Senator Russ Goodman sponsors a bill to increase the penalties for trafficking the powerful opioid. 3 Democrats vote no over concerns the bill would criminalize addiction. The measure passes the Senate, now goes to the House. A former Customs and Border Protection officer is convicted of smuggling drugs into Atlanta.
Ivan Van Beverhout is found guilty of importing and possessing more than 16 kilograms of cocaine with the intent to distribute the drugs. Prosecutors say he traveled in his capacity as a CBP officer aboard a flight from the U.S. Virgin Islands to Atlanta with 16 bricks of cocaine packed in 2 carry-on bags. He was able to avoid TSA screening in St. Thomas, but after arriving at Atlanta's airport, a narcotics canine officer was able to sniff out the cocaine in his luggage. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
New concern about measles after the first measles death in the U.S. in over a decade.
There have been cases of measles in more than a dozen states, including here in Georgia, but this is the first death from the preventable disease since 2015. A child in West Texas, the child not vaccinated and died at a children's hospital. There are 124 cases in West Texas. Dr. Laura Johnson is a pediatrician in Lubbock. She's treated several of the children.
If we don't continue to vaccinate and do the things that we did in order to make these illnesses of the past, then they'll be illnesses of the present.
Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A day after DeKalb County passes a water rate hike to pay for upgrades to the sewer system, CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says it represents a more than $4 billion investment in infrastructure over the next decade.
Allow DeKalb County to go from a D grade to a C in investment, because for over 40 years we have had no capital improvement plan.
She says the investments are critical to economic development in the county. It is now 5:34, and this news is sponsored by John Foy and Associates. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Checking the ride around 285 right now, 285 east and south. The inner loop, you are stacked and packed starting right at Georgia 400. No relief until you get down past Memorial Drive there in DeKalb County. The outer loop, budgeted about 20 minutes to travel 285 westbound from Ashford-Dunwoody Road over to I-75 in Cobb County. Southbound delays continue through Smyrna Vinings as you pass Truist Park to I-20, the West Freeway. And on the south side perimeter, they're trying to clear up a crash by the airport out of the left lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop right before I-75, exit 59, and that has got a brake light battle stretching back to I-85 before Old National Highway. It's been a slow ride through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. 75-85 northbound, you start to get jammed around Langford Parkway, getting around the Grady curve. 75 southbound, those delays start before Howell Mill Road. And 85 southbound, tough brake lights begin at Georgia 400, all getting to I-20. And then as you leave the connector, 75 southbound past Cleveland Avenue, exit 241. Travel advisory remains. Crash knocking out 2 left lanes. Use the access road or I-85 to get around that. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening and mild. Temperatures still in the low 60s through 9 p.m., cooling down to the upper 40s, low 50s for early tomorrow morning. A cold front moving through tomorrow afternoon, bringing cloudy skies, but only a slim chance of an isolated rain shower. Breezy at times with a high of 68, then cooling down to the upper 30s, low 40s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 64. This weekend will feature sunny skies, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
75 in Stone Mountain and Kennesaw, 76 in McDonough. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, folks, it's Belinda. What you have planned this weekend? How about visiting the Lakewood 400 Antiques Market in Cumming, Friday through Sunday this weekend? Grab your spouse or your friends and go on a treasure hunt with over 500 booths. Everything you can imagine, from jewelry, collectibles, sports memorabilia, antiques, furniture, handcrafts, and toys. Every aisle and row is a different adventure. Come on out this weekend to the Lakewood 400 Antiques Market, 1321 Atlanta Highway in Cumming. Visit LakewoodAntiques.com.
When you're running a small business, every dollar counts. And there's lots of ways you could try saving money, like, say, subletting half your office to an exotic pet shop, or downsizing your fleet of catering trucks to a fleet of catering scooters. Or you could try a smarter way to save. Switch to Comcast Business Mobile. It could save you up to 70% on business wireless compared to AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and save you the hassle of having a parrot as your desk mate. So don't compromise your business to save money. Keep it growing with Comcast Business Mobile, an incredible value and smarter way to save. Comcast Business Mobile, powering smarter savings, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Compares weighted average of providers based on optimized pricing. Comcast Business Internet required. Reduced speeds after data usage included with plan. Savings may vary.
Steel Horse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks. SteelHorseLaw.com.
Got a leaky pipe? Ace Hardware Home Services is around the corner with everything you need to fix it, including the expert to do the fixing. Heating or cooling issue? We've got a trusted pro for that too. We're not just the helpful hardware folks. We're the helpful home service and repair folks too. From plumbing to heating and cooling, our experts are ready to keep your home running smoothly all year long. Find us at AceHardwareHomeservices.com. That's AceHardwareHomeservices.com.
The wreck was bad, but dealing with insurance can be even worse. Hey, it's Smiling Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. When it comes to traffic accidents, I've seen it all, and nothing surprises me. But when it comes to how insurance companies treat accident victims, I'm shocked. If you've been injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need an experienced winning team. You need the strong arm to fight for you. Pay nothing up front and get your free case evaluation at johnfoy.com.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted reading these explicit chats from these intelligence staffers.
They're fun.
Yeah, well, it's this guy. He got his starfish lasered.
Wow.
Says he's never felt so free. It's here's another intelligence officer. Says new genitalia, A-OK. Wonderful. Made sex better than ever. So it's good to know that our intelligence agencies are, concentrating on the important stuff.
Yep, your tax dollars.
See this whole thing that they found? I
Oh,
guess
it's
it's
wild.
because
I
of
can't
Doge.
focus on doing right for the country 24/7.
Ah, come on. Every once in a while, we got to get on there. I mean, after all, we are intelligence agents. So the first thing we want to do is we want to throw anything out there that someone could use against us and, I don't know, to blackmail us or something.
Yeah, right.
First thing, one thing you know about intelligence agents is if you're really good, no secrets, no filter. You just say whatever hits your brain. This is a feature of intelligence. That you just let everybody know all your very, very close personal
Yeah, it's office
secrets.
camaraderie.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Have it memorialized, too. Let's put it in something that never gets erased. Yeah. Take a look at this.
Now, what I wonder about with it is that obviously, if they're intelligence officers, they should be spending their time, not chatting about that. Now, here's my question, because now it's become a big LGBTQ plus IA plus, and doing the best I can here.
It's fine.
Not enough.
So because it's so I'm trying on conservative radio and stuff. There's a lot of concentrating on that, and in reality, intelligence officers just shouldn't be talking about anything like this. That's a fact. My question is though, when it's just middle-aged straight guys, what did their chat look like? Because I can tell you this: every commercial break in this room, it gets disgusting. It just seems to be what men do. It just seems to be what men do. And well, you're not in the room.
Right.
I know, but if I was,
You would be right
If
there
I
with us.
were,
If you
I'd be there
were,
too.
you would freak us out. We would end up saying, getting in touch with HR.
Like, yo, what's wrong with her?
Say Autumn has gone too far. But it just seems to
what?
me.
I just sent everybody a picture of my new guts.
So it's wrong. It's wrong that intelligence officers are doing this kind of stuff. But I'm not so sure that it's only because you're LGBTQ or whatever that you would do this. I'd like to go back to like the 1970s and see what, the 40-year-old intelligence people, because guys just quickly go into this. No matter who they're seeing at night when they go home, guys just typically go into this kind of conversation. Now, I don't know about the ladies because, quite frankly, I don't care about it.
Much worse. Book club, air quotes.
We get
yeah.
into more personal things. Like
Yeah.
you guys say gross things or like maybe try gross each other out or something. When women get together, we get into more personal and like telling things that you don't think that we're telling them.
No, that's great. So anybody that my wife hangs out with, I know the deepest, most personal things about me. That's good to know.
Yes.
That this is what the women share.
And they look at you when they see
Yes.
you and go, oh.
Meanwhile, men walk around, at least for me, I feel like, well, I'm never going to say anything that would be bad about
What's
my
up,
wife
idiot?
in front
Yeah,
of somebody
right.
else. I would never do that.
Right, never discuss the girl you're dating or married to. That's
Yeah.
off
And meanwhile,
limits.
they're
It's
off
not just
together
bad
going,
stuff, it's
well,
good
you know,
stuff, too.
He's good at this, but I wish he'd do more of that.
Uh-huh.
Do I really need the neighbor knowing that?
No, you talk about your exes, but never the present one. Never.
That's right.
Oh, no.
That's right. No.
Protect. Your
Yes.
job is to protect
That's right.
the image of your loved one.
Well, there is a relationship study we didn't get to earlier this week that said that
From Kuwait.
no,
Yes.
not from
well, if
Kuwait.
it's not from Kuwait, then I have no
No?
reason to believe it.
And
Yeah,
Doc's
don't trust it.
It's from Iraq. But
Yeah.
it essentially said that a lot of women are the ones that what a guy might perceive to be his strength, a woman tends to find as an ick. So a guy, if he
Really?
flaunts something like he likes his arms or he likes his legs, and
Yeah.
then a woman sees
Well,
that.
maybe
it might
she
be
should have done something about that 38 years ago. I don't think there's any reason to be telling girlfriends about it.
It's true.
It's more like don't be proud of anything
There you go.
Why not?
because that's an ick.
What?
We should be jellyfish.
Don't be
exactly.
Yeah, we should be jellyfish.
I'm sorry I spoke.
I thought she loved it when I walked around passing gas.
Yeah.
No?
That's your strength?
I
I'm proud
consider
of
that my
that,
strength.
yeah.
I thought that this is what I boast to my buddies about.
I could do the alphabet. Hey.
All right, what kind of more health stories? What kind of more health stories?
That's good. Yeah. Almost.
You got
English.
kind of more health stories?
Got a lot of studies here. This is a study from Manchester Metropolitan University.
Yeah.
And they have found
Go
that
Manchester.
Go
Mooses. Meese.
Yes. Plural. They have found that vaping may pose more risks to your health than traditional cigarettes.
Ha! Shocking.
Well, what is it? What is the danger? Because the danger is, so nicotine, my understanding is nicotine is the thing that gets you hooked. But when you're smoking cigarettes, real cigarettes,
Right.
it's the other stuff around the nicotine
Right.
that actually
to
causes the
seven
danger.
the other chemicals. Yeah. Mhm.
So with vaping, it's got to be something different then, right?
Well, it's the other chemicals too. It's the flavoring and the vape itself. You can't put smoke in your lungs, even if it's
not
vape.
good.
I know, but it's still it's
vapor.
free
Water
radicals.
vapor.
It's free radicals though. The free radicals are created
Yeah.
when you spark that thing up to create the vapor.
Yeah, I don't really like the feel in the back of my neck of vaping. I always feel like it just gets too, like
Leaves a
just-
film.
Not there's that, but also like burning. I feel like it's.
you're
just
hitting
doesn't
it too
feel
hard.
like-
You are hitting it hard.
Oh, is that the secret?
Hitting it too hard.
She told you.
Hitting it too hard.
You just got to up the voltage on there.
You know, he
And then-
does the vape, but he hits it too hard.
Why don't you go tell your girlfriends about it?
That's right.
Why don't you just go tell all of my weaknesses with your girlfriends?
Jane is discussing that right now.
It is called popcorn lung, right? When
That's
you do
different.
That.
Different.
All right.
Okay.
He gets Tim gets very,
Tim,
very.
I
easy
looked
there.
into it because I was thinking about switching. And
Tim's an
but
expert
then I'm
on
like,
that.
what's this popcorn lung? And I looked into it. It's all those horrible chemicals from fake knockoff Chinese.
But how do you know what you got?
Well, because it's made in the United States. It's not coming from China.
Okay.
Trump fixed that.
No, I didn't.
There you go.
Or Trump tried to outlaw vaping for a moment.
No, they got
And
to
then he
him.
was like, and then he was like, that was a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, my people, they got mad.
So, basically, I read this a couple days ago. Can't quite remember all the details,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember that they were saying that basically people are going to end up with as bad or worse problems
Correct.
as with cigarettes.
Yes, but according to the UK Vaping Industry Association
Oh,
representative,
I wonder what they said.
millions of people have been vaping products safely for years. And available data suggests vaping unlikely to exceed 5% of the health risks associated with cigarettes. That's coming directly from somebody who has a vested interest in that.
Well, absolutely. But that doesn't mean they would lie just because they would lose a lot of money.
No.
Dr. Joe, after a night of drinking out on the town and you're in the drive-through for cookout, what's better? No, there's nothing better than a little vape while waiting
A
in the car.
cigarette would be better.
Yeah,
I hate those vapes.
You got the grilled meat with the acrylamides and heterocyclic amines and a polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and then a little vaping. Yes.
Yeah, well, see, that's all that other stuff. That's the stuff
what's
that's
killing
not
it.
healthy.
That's
Nice
right.
cookout quesadilla.
And
Look,
looking
can't we
like a
just, like,
douchebag.
Can't we just drink nicotine or something? Does it have to be like?
Get a little pouch and just put it in your cheek and gum there. You know?
Yeah, and then you get cheek and gum
cheek
cancer.
and gum cancer.
No, that's from the chew.
George Clark, what in the hell is going on with you over there? Were you in a car accident in the last 5 minutes?
No, I'm just trying to
hairs all over the place.
untangle these
he's
headphones over here.
He's got a date over there, I think.
He's got a look going now. He looks like he just finished his latest masterpiece painting, and he's
He
you know,
does.
he's like he's just sort of like one of those
Hey,
artists.
he is
that
a graduate from SCAD now. Remember that.
Is that true?
That's true.
What was your major?
Television production.
Well, you're well on your way.
There you
George.
go, yeah.
Same building.
Exactly.
Well, you made it to the basement of a building with a television station.
This is more fun.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 near the airport.
Yeah, this is quite the complicated one here, Eric. It's been in and out of two left lanes. At times, they've been blocking all lanes. Now back to two left lanes blocked again. 75 southbound, just below Cleveland Avenue, exit 241. Adding to those delays as you come down from Highway 166 and University Avenue. No big need for an alternate, but if you want, you can use the access road or 85 southbound to avoid that. Elsewhere, earlier crash just about to clear out of the left lane. 285 eastbound, the outer loop also by the airport near I-75, exit 58. And the mess continues in Kennesaw. 75 southbound is stacked in all the way back to Emerson, Allatoona, down to the stalled Big Rig, still in two right lanes at Chastain Road. Best bet is to use Highway 41 or even I-575 as your alternates. Checking the ride on I-20, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, sunshine delays causing delays on the west side. 20 westbound leaving the perimeter, getting into Douglasville. And on the East Freeway, 20 eastbound on and off the brakes from I-285, getting past Panola Road. This report is sponsored by Robert Half. 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring today. Robert Half is here to help. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Make your morning commute a lot more tolerable.
Drug overdoses dropped 4% over the past year.
Atlanta's Morning News.
I-285 southbound shut down for 2 hours.
Everything you need to know before you start your day.
The train wound up hitting the city's Chamber of Commerce, destroying part of that building.
Tomorrow starting at 5.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
90 years. That's how long Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been repairing and replacing garage doors. 90 years. Since 1935. Broken spring or a dead garage door opener? They won't leave you stuck. They're ready with same-day repair service. Always look for the iconic red ribbon of the genuine, the original Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. For same-day repair service, schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404-USA-DOOR.
Do you have an unused vehicle sitting in your driveway? Imagine turning it into a new beginning. When you donate your car, truck, or van to Tommy Nobis Center, you're helping people with disabilities get the training and support they need to enter the workforce and build successful careers. Your vehicle donation fuels real change, giving people a chance to achieve independence and purpose. And it's easy. We'll handle everything from pickup to paperwork. Plus, it's tax deductible. Donate today at TommyNobisCenter.org. Make a difference, one vehicle at a time.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time and make the most money. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of getting your home ready to sell, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. You can trust my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pegol is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Why are you pointing at him? Because you want me to say Dr. Joe, tell people how they can get more Dr. Joe?
Oh, wow. My
Very
goodness, you're
observant
good.
you are. That's why you're the boss.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
I got the tele thing going. The telekinesis.
Telekinesis, telecommunication.
Yeah.
yeah.
Telecommunication.
There you go.
I move
Yeah.
things. I hear things.
Oh, yeah, bend a spoon.
I
Remember
move.
Uri Geller?
Remember seeing
him?
me on the Carson show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in
Bend
the
that spoon.
70s, I was bending spoons in my brain.
Uri Geller? Is that his name?
Huh?
Urine Geller.
Urine Geller, yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
It. There you go.
Correct.
Wasn't the Amazing Randy the guy that blew all that up?
Yeah. The Amazing Randy was on Carson one night, and Uri Geller was on Carson the same night, and he was going to do the bending thing that he's done before. And the Amazing Randy went to Carson and said, at the last minute, switch out the silverware or whatever. And he got on. You can see this on YouTube. And he's got the spoon from he tries to bend it. He's like, I don't know, Johnny, something's not working. All right, very quickly, one more story for Joe before he gets the hell out of here. Before we kick him on out of here.
I'm not leaving.
Oh boy.
Well, I know Dr. Joe loves.
Don't make me call him George Clark.
Is he awake? With those arms, man?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to mess with him.
He's I know you love going viral on your socials here, Dr. Joe, so you'll appreciate it. One woman on TikTok went viral for questioning, is the temperature 98.6 outdated? That's apparently the line for fever, and people just use it as a generality.
Well, 98.6 is your actual, that's when you're healthy.
Correct.
Well, that's
you get
from,
feet above it. Yeah, you don't want to go above it.
Yes.
But so that's our body's resting bitch face. 98.6.
Mid 19th century, we came up with those numbers.
Have we gotten hotter since then?
Well, we probably got cooler because back then people probably had more infections. They were probably sicker, and so that was the average. We're healthier now.
And also, wasn't the group that they tested like not from the United States?
Yeah,
like
they were German, so but you can't trust those.
They're always hot. So they're always angry.
All of Europe came out of the German tribe,
right,
sir.
And I'm half German, so yeah. So
everybody is, whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not. All right, Joe. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I'd keep you around, but Greg Russ is coming up next, and you know how competitive he is.
I know, and
You
we don't
wanna
get
deal with
along
that.
right, Greg and I.
Nobody gets along
We might get
with
to
Greg.
start a fight or something like that.
No, you don't want that.
I'd
Maybe
kick
we
his
do
ass.
want that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
Bring back sparring
You're
with
welcome.
Dr. Joe.
All right, Dr. Joe. Love you.
Thanks, man.
Get the hell
I'll be
out.
here Sunday night. Tune in, folks.
Alex Williams says there's better news on 75 in Kennesaw.
They have finally cleared that stalled tractor trailer, 75 southbound Chastain Road exit 271, but with the heavy delays stretching back toward the Emerson Allatoona area, going to take a while for that to recover. I would recommend Highway 41 as an alternate. Now, if you're traveling I-75 and northbound, you're still seeing the brake lights as you leave I-285 heading up through Kennesaw, but no crashes on the way. They did clear a stall out of the left lane, 75 north at the South 120 loop. 285 west and southbound, about 40 minutes to travel from Georgia 400 around to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 east and southbound, nothing but brake lights into Cobb County from Ashford Dunwoody down past Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. Checking the ride through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, they continue to jam. 7585 northbound. Heavy brake lights begin around Langford Parkway past North Avenue. 7585 southbound. Those tough delays are starting before the downtown merge to I-20 and still leaving the downtown connector. 75 southbound near the airport past Cleveland Avenue, exit 241. That crash cleanup continues to knock out 2 left lanes. You can avoid it by taking I-85 or the access road as alternates. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man. High five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, Bike Shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet,
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security,
5 years.
and 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Hey, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here, co-host of The Car Guys with my good friend and brother, Kevin Deutsch, from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Whatever you want to know about buying, selling, leasing, or maintaining a vehicle, Kevin has your answers.
That's right, Shelley. For over 40 years, I've sold, leased, fixed, and financed pretty much every make and model. I've seen it all. If you have any car questions, we'll have the answers every Saturday at noon.
It's The Car Guys, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, brought to you by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 888-471-3896. That's 888-471-3896. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
When it comes to beautiful, they wrote the book. Siding, paint, windows, and doors gives your home a brand new look.
At Superior Pro, we use the highest quality materials and the best techniques in windows, siding, painting, doors, and more. Plus, all our projects come with an extended labor warranty. Visit SuperiorPro.com for a free in-home design consultation.
Superior Pro, the pros to know.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story as you battle Atlanta's traffic. You can dream about one day flying over the gridlock. The State House passes a bill today to allow for construction of landing zones for air taxis. Here's a report all new at 6 o'clock.
We could soon be living in a real-life episode of The Jetsons. The House bill authorizes the DOT to oversee the construction of vertiports, which sponsor Representative Todd Jones expects will be all over the state one day.
42,000 square feet, that's going to be enough for us to have 4 landing areas for the air taxis, and those are eVTOLs, which means they take off and land vertically and they fly horizontally.
A company in Covington is among the nation's leaders in building the air taxis, which some say could be flying sooner rather than later. The measure now heads to the Senate. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
74 degrees in Atlanta. How much of a cool down tomorrow, and what about rain chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. With fentanyl claiming more and more lives every day, Georgia lawmakers look to get tough on those who traffic the powerful opioids.
It's our ongoing efforts to address the fentanyl crisis.
State Senator Russ Goodman says the bill passed today raises prison sentences and fines depending on how much fentanyl someone is caught with. Sentences can range between 10 to 35 years and fines between $75,000 to $750,000. The bill now goes to the House. Atlanta police and the FBI cracked a case months after the murders of 2 young boys. They had no ties to a gang, but they were killed by them.
7 Goodfellas gang members are under arrest for last July's horrific shootings in the Oakland City neighborhood. Atlanta Police Major Paul Malecki says Jacoby Davis and Lamont Freeman died.
We had 2 13-year-olds and 11-year-old celebrating the birthday of Lamont Freeman. He had just turned 13, and he got to experience about 30 minutes of being a teenager before his life was taken.
Police say the violence was launched when a gang member decided to shoot a music video in a rival gang's stronghold. A hit was called on that rapper by a high-ranking gangster in prison with a contraband cell phone. In Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A new federal complaint claims Fulton County schools discriminate against Palestinian and Muslim students. Attorney Samantha Hamilton with Asian Americans Advancing Justice says the discrimination has also come from parents.
One parent complained to the principal about students wearing keffiyehs at school, a symbol of Arab heritage.
The parent asserted in her complaint that wearing a keffiyeh is tantamount to supporting terrorism.
The school district says it takes all allegations seriously and fully investigates any reported harassment or discrimination. A Delta Airlines flight from Charlotte to Atlanta declares an emergency shortly after takeoff today because of a mechanical issue. Flight 3067 returns to Charlotte after reporting a potential hydraulic system problem. The plane carrying 71 passengers and 5 crew members lands safely, and everyone gets off the plane as normal. No one is injured. Emergency crews towed the plane to the gate. It could help reduce Atlanta traffic. Because of its success, Atlanta's e-bike program could be getting more money.
The city of Atlanta used a $1 million grant last year to help people buy an e-bike, especially low-income residents in need of transportation. A new report from the Atlanta Regional Commission finds it's helped get some cars off the roads, and Councilman Matt Westmoreland says that's a good sign for a new wave of help.
I'll be talking with my colleagues on city council and the mayor about how much we can put towards the second round.
The city was able to help pay for nearly 800 bikes, but had more than 10,000 applicants. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
New this hour, big trouble for a Metro daycare worker. Police say 24-year-old Zyrena Fuchsia was arrested after a 20-month-old somehow ingested THC. While in the worker's care at the Laugh and Learn daycare on Cobb Parkway in Kennesaw, officers found out when they were called by Wellstar Kennestone about a child with no energy. Fuchsia is charged with reckless conduct and child cruelty. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic with Alex Williams.
New crash in DeKalb County, partially in the left lane, 285 eastbound, the inner loop right at I-85 Spaghetti Junction, exit 33, keeping the ride slow back through Dunwoody and Doraville. If you're traveling down toward the airport, some better news. The crash, 75 south below Cleveland Avenue, exit 241, now off to the right, but at times they're holding the right lane of that access road that takes you from Langford Parkway down past I-75, so just be in heads up there. If you're traveling on 285 west or southbound, the outer loop starting on the north side, those delays are pretty rough from Ashford Dunwoody Road. Going to check on possibly some trouble around I-75, exit number 20 there in Cobb County. How are we looking on I-20, Kobe Dawkins?
I-20 dealing with those sunshine delays. I-20 westbound starting from I-285 getting past Thornton Road, and on the east side of town just the tap of the brakes leaving the perimeter getting past Panola Road. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official heating of winter. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies this evening and mild. Temperatures still in the low 60s through 9 p.m., cooling down to the upper 40s, low 50s for early tomorrow morning. A cold front moving through tomorrow afternoon, bringing cloudy skies, but only a slim chance of an isolated rain shower. Breezy at times with a high of 68, then cooling down to the upper 30s, low 40s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 64. This weekend will feature sunny skies, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
73 in Snellville, 74 in Dallas, 72 in Canton. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. We'll get the audio later, but Trump had his first cabinet meeting today. And the whole story all day long was Elon's going to be there. As if it's news that somebody other than a cabinet member is in a cabinet meeting. I think it happens all the time, that other people are brought in to give reports to... It's not such a weird thing.
Well, he's the shadow
He's
president.
not a cabinet. Oh, yeah, all that.
Puppet
all
master.
That.
Puppet master.
But Trump said something like, anybody doesn't like Elon? Tell me now.
Well, get him out of here.
Get him out of here! I got to say that in that story, though, Elon, he's starting to look like maybe he needs a little bit of sleep.
I could use a lot of ketamine keeping me awake.
Some real deep bruises underneath those eyes.
My Doge.
Yeah, okay, I get it. You're
Doge.
Your black
K-soaked brain.
Yeah,
Doge.
Your K-soaked brain. You got your black MAGA hat.
Well, what's insane is that on X, he's posting all the time, along with doing everything with Doge, along with running these other companies. I mean, he doesn't stop.
Yeah, he's working remotely. Oh, sorry. Hi.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Who was that? You got to have to play a sounder in order for it to make sense.
He's a misanthrope. He has a dark heart. And he needs a good psychiatrist. New York. It's Greg Russ with stories from Studio B1.
Wednesday edition.
That's who that voice was. Greg Russ.
For a man who doesn't like remote work, Emu, as I like to call him, that's all he does.
No, I pay people, Greg, to do it.
Working remotely.
No, I pay people to run those other companies. I'm very busy.
Proxies.
You pay people to run up your video game scores.
And pay people to impregnate women for me.
There
With
you
my
go.
own, you know what.
That's right. So it's kind of like you were there.
Sort of.
Until it's born, and then you walk away.
Oh, yeah. Why would I stick around? Do you watch a tree all day that you planted?
No. And besides, you got 12 others to take care of.
I
for
think
heaven's
maybe.
sakes.
I don't know.
13 is a little too much.
Unlucky.
I don't know. All this is going on. I was just fascinated. This is behind the scenes stuff, but just enthralled watching George Clark tit up his Tangled headphones.
Tit up. Tit up. Tit up.
That's a lot.
Tit up. You did it.
Yeah, I did. Greg, I'm sorry. I seem to always, when you come on, that's when I decide to do the word of the day.
That's
'Cause
all
I
right.
realize I only have an hour left, and I try to.
I've got a word of the day I'd like to share with you.
A
I can't
word.
remember what it was. Christina came across something, and she told me, and it passed my test. I said, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
That's a good one. And you decided not to mark it down, not to email
Well, I told
it
her
to
to text it to me.
Don't put
She
it in
never did.
Slack.
She never sent it.
What's going on? Your relationship falling apart? Not communicating?
Yeah. Yes, that.
Not communicating the way you used to be?
You're hiding in
Breaking
the basement?
news.
Text me that thing. And she never did.
That's right. I
What a
think
jerk.
That's when you know it's over.
Yeah. Well,
When
you
a
have
woman
to,
forgets to text you something you said to text her to remind you of.
but don't we all? You just kind of got to go through the motions for 6 months
Yeah.
before you actually
Well, you let her do it.
recognize.
Well, I don't know. She's
Right?
not in the room right now. Usually she hangs out, but before I went on the air, I have this mixing board that's broken. And at some point, the company said they would fix it, but it required me to pack it up and mail it to them, and I never did it. And she was questioning me about that.
And now all of a sudden we can't find her. But I'm sure she's fine.
I said, why are you attacking me?
Yeah, that was a good. You know what? That's a good question. Did she answer?
Now get out.
Why?
I mean,
why
she was asking rational questions because it has this touch screen on it that like flickers and so for 5 minutes you have to sit with your finger on the touch screen when you start up the mixing board.
Right.
And she usually does that for me. So when I'm ready to join the show, it's like all set up.
Well, you actually have people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you get the whole thing set up before you're actually on. Oh, that's interesting.
So it's fair of her to ask because it does impact her life when I join the show. But you agree if you had a piece of equipment that was broken and they said, all right, put it in a box and mail it to us, would you really do that?
No, it'd go in the closet.
No, I wouldn't. But what I would do immediately is I would just order another one.
That's
So
fair.
I would not work. I wouldn't continue working with the one that I have to hold down for 5 minutes every time I want to use it.
Oh, I would continue to suffer.
You really? Well, maybe this
Yeah.
is trauma response. This is because you believe that you deserve it.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Actually, it's generational trauma because my mom would do the same thing.
Yeah.
She's like, it still works. You just have to do this.
So you guys recognize that you're guilty of something, and you just have to pay the price.
Yeah.
That's
no changing.
No.
By being alive. Just being alive
Why would you change anything?
No, never,
Just
never
keep on going.
change.
But I am like you in that sense, Greg. That I'm not going to box things up and send them back.
It's like when
I
your
just-
clothes have to be like dry cleaned only. That means they're
Yeah.
never going to be
Yeah.
clean fully.
Unless my wife takes them.
I don't
No
have a
starch.
wife.
Well, maybe you should get yourself a wife. It's really
Listen.
I've enjoyed it.
You can nowadays.
If I
It's
had a
legal.
wife, do you know how successful I'd be?
How successful?
I'd be so successful.
I don't
It's
know
a
where.
rhetorical question.
I don't know. I don't know where you were going with that one. It's like,
Because when you have a wife to take care of all the things,
sure, that's what you
right,
need.
then
you
can go
need
out
a
and
good
do
wife.
stuff.
You need a good
I need
wife.
a good wife.
What about
All
a
right.
boyfriend or a husband to do all that for you?
I don't
that
live with
doesn't-
my boyfriend.
Doesn't work that way.
It should.
Yeah.
Did you hear that story, Craig? Do you have that story that's about the lady who locked her boyfriend in a one of those
storage
a
unit?
storage unit
That's
for
wild,
4
huh?
days?
Do I have that story? I had the story
No.
about the woman who had to sit next to a dead body on a plane.
Oh yeah, I gave you that one. That one. No, when I saw, for some reason I thought of Autumn. I don't know why. So, lady locks her boyfriend in a storage unit for 4 days. I thought, where? I checked,
What did he
and
do
it was
wrong?
it was North Carolina. It wasn't Maryland. So okay, it's not Autumn.
What did he do wrong?
They got in an argument of some kind, and she
All
just
right.
locked him in there.
She won the
Did you
argument.
bring him food?
There's some fishy. No, there's some fishy part of this because he claims that the reason he got out was because he found his phone. 4 days later,
Not
in the dark,
charged? Yeah.
and it's charged
No.
up. Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I'm calling. There's something. We're going to find out more on this one.
It's manufactured story just so they get some attention on the
People
internet.
from Storage Wars found him.
Yep.
I bid on that box. You're mine now.
Yep. Can you imagine bidding on a storage unit and then you start digging through and the guy's in there?
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Yeah. Hey, you belong to me now. I don't know if you know the rules of the game, but
Yep.
we need milk from the store. Go get
Rules
it.
are rules.
Rules are rules, pal.
As long as Brandy wins.
Who's Brandy?
She was like the only attractive woman on that show for years.
Oh, well, are you saying that the other women on the show were not attractive?
No, I'm saying if she won the locker, then you could go home with her and you'd be
Oh,
happy
I see
about
what you're
it.
saying. But you were also
Still sexist, but not
You were kind of saying
anti-women.
you were kind of saying that the other women
Yeah.
were not the apple of your eye.
No.
That's what I was getting from it. Greg Russ.
Yes.
Why don't you favor us with one of your actual stories from Studio B1 Wednesday edition?
There's a push to ban the tush push. I didn't like the way of saying the push. To ban the
I saw you kind of stumbled there. You know, sometimes once you make the mistake, you just got to keep on going. You know,
I know.
Steer
I should've
into
rolled
the
through it.
slide.
I just didn't like repeating the word twice.
Yeah,
but there's
I agree.
a push to ban the NFL's most unstoppable play. The Buffalo Bills used the tush push a little bit. The Eagles really used it.
The Eagles
Obviously,
used
the Eagles
their
won
own-
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the Green Bay Packers started this whole thing whining and crying, and they say it poses a danger to players because there's a big pile of big men, and you don't know when the ball's down, and a lot of limbs are tangled up in there. But it's really just because they can't
Turning
stop
me
it.
on. I think both things are going on there. Number one, my Buffalo Bills were kind of seconded this because Coach McDermott was asked about it, and he was because the Bills do it, but they don't do it. There's only
do it
one
right.
team. Don't do it right because one play didn't work. Did you watch the
No.
entire season?
No, I'm not
I think
talking
they were
about-
probably like 85% on it.
Having
so.
James Cook push Josh Allen
So
is
saying,
such a mistake.
But they're
You have
not
a
doing.
lineman pushing
They're
him.
not doing the same thing. They're doing a moderated. They're using a little bit of the tush push stuff along with the way Tom Brady used to do it, where basically you hike the ball, quarterback looks for the opening to the left or right of the center and uses one of those, and then they have somebody push. It's really Philadelphia. The real thing that they're talking about is because Jason Kelsey, who was the center in the middle of this for so many years, who loves the Eagles and loves the fact that he has he was with them when they won the Super Bowl last time before that. And he has said it's just to the center that's down in the middle of all of that. It's rough, and they worry about certain injuries. But I think it would look the way that you're saying, Greg, if they just took it away from the Eagles because nobody can defend it. It's nearly impossible to defend. Nothing's impossible to defend. It's been stopped here or there, but it's nearly possible to defend the way the Eagles do it. So it really would be other teams saying, we're worried about your players. Nobody's going to buy that. I don't
Didn't
think anybody's
the
gonna buy that.
Commanders get in trouble during that playoff game? Because they kept trying to defend against it, and then they were offsides
the
every
guy
time.
kept jumping over the
Yeah.
line. Yeah, and they
And the
kept
ref
being
said we
offside.
can award a touchdown if we decide to.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess if it goes on too long, if it keeps on going on too long. Well, it's a weird thing. It's like that, what's that mythology thing where the person takes a half step and a half step and a half step and they never get to where they're going? That's some kind of, some people know
Well,
what
yeah,
I'm
because
talking about.
that makes sense because an
Radical theory.
offsides penalty, if you're on the 1 yard line, would be half the distance to the
Right,
goal.
right.
Gradually
So there's
get closer and closer
if
and
somebody
closer.
keeps jumping offside, you could be there for hours, theoretically,
yeah.
without ever actually getting into the...
moving millimeters at a time.
Yeah, because you can only do half of what you... Look that up there, George Clark, if you're done with your tit up. Look up.
Tit up.
There's some kind of like...
The only thing I can think of is Sisyphus, where he puts
No,
pushes
Sisyphus is the rock.
and then it comes back down.
No, there's some kind of thing where if you are walking toward a wall and then you keep taking half the step
That's
that
a
you
theory.
did before
That's
you...
like
Right. But I thought it came out of a myth. I thought there was a myth about it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know about the myth, but
The theory is you'll never get to the wall.
yeah, because everything can be halved by
Everything's-
half by half by
yeah.
half by half.
It's just a theory, though. You couldn't really do it in real life because you'd have to shrink down to the quantum level.
Well, just like how you theoretically could put your hand through a table if you knew where all the molecules were going to be.
Well, I do. I see the molecules.
Oh.
By the way, I put my hand through tables all the time.
Zeno's
Dang.
paradox.
Yeah, that's
that
it.
seems to be it.
That's
Zeno
it.
of Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's the one. Of
Oh, it's a
Aaliyah.
mythology thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Greek philosophy.
Okay. Not.
So I was right, sort of.
Yeah, okay, you're all right.
All right.
Do you need some validation? Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Autumn Fisher.
Autumn, that's an interesting observation.
You are.
I know.
You are fantastic.
I know. Thank you.
Everything's on hold. We got to go to traffic. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 285 near Truist Park.
Yeah, yet again, it's another tractor trailer that's stalled out 285 westbound, the outer loop, right at I-75 exit 20, kind of in the shadow of the ballpark there, and that is just going to keep that ride jammed in as you come out of Dunwoody and make the commute through Sandy Springs. 285 eastbound, the inner loop in DeKalb County crashed still partially in the right lane, or left lane, I should say, right under I-85 Spaghetti Junction. Still in recovery mode out of Emerson and Ackworth. 75 southbound stacked in from Old Allatoona Road, trying to get down toward Chastain Road where they cleared that earlier stalled big rig that lingered into right lanes. Checking the ride on I-85 out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, it remains jammed. 85 northbound starting at Shallowford Road to Pleasant Hill Road. And looking at Georgia 400 northbound, those brake lights start at I-285 getting past the North Springs MARTA station. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Stay connected to Atlanta's news, weather, and traffic with the 95.5 WSB app. Listen to Atlanta's morning news. EVH, Eric Erickson, Mark Aram, and Shelley Winter, no matter where you go. 95.5 WSB and the WSB app. Download it today or find us in the iHeart and Odyssey apps.
Spring cleaning will be here before you know it, so now's the time to call Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Take advantage of their pre-spring sale and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $129. And when you mention me, Chris Chandler, you'll get a staircase clean for free. That's right, 3 rooms of carpet cleaned and a staircase for only $129. Just tell them Chris Chandler sent you. Schedule online at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on Post cereal or Kroger brand peanut butter. Select varieties are only $1.49 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
When you're leaving the house, do you plead with your garage door? Please open, please open. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. Let us take that anxiety away with one quick call. Our highly trained technicians will get to the bottom of your garage door issues. It could be a simple repair, a malfunctioning opener, or maybe just needs a tune-up. But if it's time for your garage door to be replaced, we'll make that easy too with upfront pricing and free estimates. When trust matters, trust us. All, the number 4, Seasons Garages.com.
If better health, more energy, and detoxing your body are some of your priorities this year, get Active Liver today and start the year off knowing you're giving your liver some well-deserved relief.
You can find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
All right, when I wanted to say that on that tush push.
The tush push.
The
Outlaw
tush
it.
push,
Like
right.
the West Coast offense when teams couldn't stop that.
The Phillies call it, or excuse me, the Eagles
Brotherly
call it,
shove.
It's or I've heard that, but it's also called the Philly Special too.
No, Philly Special was what when Nick Foles caught the pass for a touchdown. That was the Philly Special. So the reason there's such a different, like when you bring up the Bills do it differently. The one reason I could see that maybe it will get outlawed, and this might seem strange, but I've been watching NFL since like 1971, 1972.
Old.
The game, I'm old. Disgusting, gross. So the game, our style of football, American football, which was actually created in Canada, is very much based. Yeah, it's true. It's very much based. It's very much based a lot on the game of rugby, and a lot of rules in football are anti-rugby. Meaning they don't want scrums. This is why the ground can't cause a fumble. because if that wasn't a rule, then you'd have a bunch of people jumping in and you'd have these sort of rugby scrums. And so there are a lot of rules that delineate this game from rugby. And the way the Eagles do the tush push, it's very much a rugby play, not an American, we stole it from I'm sorry, Trump. The Canadians created American football.
We made it
sorry.
better. We made it
We
better.
made it better.
We made it better. We have a smaller
We have
field.
a thinner field.
Less people.
That's right. And you
The
can't.
huddle was invented by the deaf.
What?
The huddle
Was invented.
was invented by the deaf. The hard of hearing, the deaf people.
In football or just in general?
Yeah, in football.
Wait, now you sound like you know what you're saying.
Because I do.
Was this a trivia question that popped up on your pre-generated list?
No, this
Ooh,
was something that I learned.
There was a little
This
bit
was
of an
something I-
editorial comment in there, I felt.
well,
But go
shocking.
ahead. Go ahead
This
and
was,
answer.
This was something I learned when I was studying American Sign Language.
Oh, really?
Yes,
it-
I learned it in college.
Hey, wait, there's a guy, there's a male that's saying that it's true. So let me pivot to the
Yeah,
male.
okay.
Autumn is correct.
Yep,
All
it came
right.
from Gallaudet University.
That's right.
Very
Paul
famous.
Hubbard, a quarterback.
A deaf quarterback.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's good. If it's guy, that's it's all.
Gallaudet is a famous deaf school.
Yeah, because aren't they the ones that have a good basketball team every once in a while?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about sports except this.
I don't know nothing about sports except I know where the huddle came from.
That's right.
Strangely
The
enough.
He didn't
Well
want
done,
the other
Autumn.
team to see the sign language.
Right,
So they
right.
got in the huddle.
Makes sense. And it makes sense even beyond that because you do use hand signals in football anyway. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, twice in one show.
job, Jared.
Could I hear it for Jared Yamamoto,
Thank you.
who confirmed
Thank
what a
you.
lady said. Thank you.
Well, not all heroes wear capes, guys.
And none of them are on the radio somehow. I've been in radio since December of 1988. I haven't met one single person I considered a hero. So, for you to pop up, you're doing pretty well, my friend.
What can I say?
Pretty well. Oh, by the way,
No, there's
Autumn.
nobody in radio that you look not even what was his name, the Love Sponge or whatever that guy was.
Bubba. Oh well, yeah. Listen, let's not talk about the Mount Olympus.
Hey, let's kill a pig.
Autumn, I think we're gonna do your story tomorrow.
I know.
I got a new plan.
Greg.
It's gonna be Orson Welles is going to give the synopsis.
Now, I've been waiting 2 days.
And you'll be waiting till tomorrow. And then Wes Moss, AI Wes Moss, will read the new chapter. We got to keep people up with the story. We can't expect them from 3 weeks ago to know where the
I'm
story
fine
was.
with the synopsis. I'm not okay with Wes Moss reading it.
What?
I'd
I
rather
think
Dr. Joe.
He
I'd
does
rather Dr.
No, well, the Dr. Joe doesn't sound as good as the Wes Moss.
Yeah, the West sounds better.
All right.
Hey,
Hey.
lady. You can't win
Shut
them
up,
all.
boobs.
No, it's you got to pipe down, boobs. Pipe down, boobs. Alex Williams says there are brake lights through downtown.
A slow ride indeed, Eric. 85 southbound, starting to hit the brake pedal right around Georgia 400 southbound. You're on the brakes as well, coming through those financial tunnels out of Buckhead, and it's a long, slow ride from there, trying to get down to I-20. No crashes in the way, just the volume. 75, 85 northbound, actually starting to improve, but sluggish. University Avenue up past Freedom Parkway. Still got the crash on the 75 southbound access road in the right lane just past Cleveland Avenue, and some trouble mostly off to the left in East Atlanta. 20 westbound around Moreland Avenue in DeKalb County. Police cleared a stall or crash out of the left lane. 285 eastbound, the inner loop right at I-85 Spaghetti Junction. We've also had trouble on 285 west near the Braves Stadium. Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. Near the Cobb Cloverleaf exit 20, stalled Big Rig knocking out one center lane, seeing those delays stretching to New Northside Drive. And as you continue, 285 southbound, you remain slow, leaving the Smyrna Vinings area getting to the West Freeway, I-20. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five. Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town. All right, Baker Man, high five. He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security. 5 years. And 5 years of a great rate that won't change. Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messelthorpe, Dubois. All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee. 5 years. It's back, but only for a limited time. Woo! Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
This is Congressman Mike Collins. In just a few short weeks, President Trump and House Republicans have worked to secure the southern border, root out government waste, and restore American energy dominance. Learn more about our efforts at collins.house.gov and let me know how I can best serve you as we turn our country around.
Paid for with official funds from the Office of Representative Mike Collins.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. One of our clients, Jerry, said, we needed to move quickly, and we were worried that the process would be lengthy and that we would spend a lot of money on repairs. I can't thank Mark Spain Real Estate enough. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, it is all new this half hour. The Fulton County District Attorney loses the latest round in her legal fight with a state legislative committee looking into the Trump election meddling case.
Fulton County Superior Court Judge Shakira Ingram denies D.A. Fonnie Willis's contention that subpoenas from a state Senate special committee are powerless because its General Assembly term expired. The ruling says the court is not unsympathetic, but if a person could just litigate the validity of a subpoena every time until a new legislature is convened, that would be an absurd result. Willis also said the subpoenas were overly broad, so the judge is giving the DA until March 12th to file a new motion detailing her claimed privileges and objections. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
73 degrees in Atlanta. Will a cold front bring us any rain tomorrow, and how much will it cool off? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. We could be living in the Jetsons world very soon. The Georgia House approves a bill today allowing for the construction of landing areas or vertiports for taxis and for the Georgia DOT to oversee the process. The bill sponsor Todd Jones says it's a step into the future.
It's time for us to understand that there's other modalities to get people around the state of Georgia.
The company in Covington is among the nation's leaders in building these air taxis. The measure now goes to the state Senate. Georgia lawmakers look to slow the fentanyl crisis with a new bill which passes the state Senate.
The legislation increases the prison time and fines for people who traffic the powerful opioid depending on the amount they are found with. Sentences can range between 10 to 35 years and fines between $75,000 and $750,000. Bill sponsor Senator Russ Goodman says these changes are necessary.
We're trying to have our laws and our penalties
be more reflective of just how deadly fentanyl is.
3 Democrats voted against the measure, expressing concerns that the law would criminalize addiction. It now goes to the House. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A child is recovering and a Cobb County daycare worker is arrested after the child was found with drugs in her system.
It started when police responded to Wellstar Kennestone Hospital for a report of a sluggish child. Tests showed THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, in the 20-month-old girl's system. Police say the child somehow ingested the THC from the pocket of Xyrena Fusia while under the 24-year-old's care at Laugh and Learn Daycare in Kennesaw. Fusia is charged with reckless conduct and cruelty to children and is out of jail on bond. Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
The Cobb County Medical Examiner's Office identifies 57 sets of cremains recovered from a fire at an abandoned funeral home last year. The Norman Medford Peden Funeral Home and Crematory had gone out of business and was about to be foreclosed on when it was damaged by fire. Cobb County spokesman Ross Cavett says they hope to provide answers to family members with lingering questions about their loved ones.
We're not sure how much of a response we're going to get from this list, but we wanted to put it out just in case.
The IDs of the individuals are online, and we posted the list at WSBradio.com. Police investigate a homicide at a home in Austell.
Cobb 911 dispatch gets a call from a man who says he's just shot his friend. When officers arrive at the house on Austell Powder Springs Road, they find 25-year-old Joseph Crawford standing outside where he's detained. Authorities then head into the home where they discovered 33-year-old Desmond Carter suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He's declared dead at the scene. Crawford is facing numerous charges in connection with the crime. No word yet as to what led up to the shooting as the investigation continues. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
An effort under the Gold Dome to make it a felony to distribute or produce child porn made using artificial intelligence.
These are not mere images. They are realistic simulations that can be indistinguishable from reality.
A bill sponsored by State Rep Brad Thomas passes unanimously today and now goes on to the Senate. It is 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
And Bill, we're still watching the slow ride out of Marietta up into Kennesaw. Starting to improve, but you're still on and off the brakes. 75 north from Delk Road up to that crash cleanup off to the right around Barrett Parkway. 75 south still in recovery mode out of Emerson from Old Allatoona Road, trying to cross Lake Allatoona. It's all due to earlier trouble long gone around Chastain Road. And heads up, we got our traffic troopers telling us about this. We see it now on the jam cam. Looks to be maybe some type of gas line repair. It's shutting down in Northside Parkway right outside of North Atlanta High School. All lanes are shut down in both directions just west of I-75. Use Pace's Ferry Road as an alternate. Kobe Dawkins, School Ray Carrier Traffic Center.
Well, rides in downtown continue to be jammed. 75-85 northbound. You start to get slow around Langford Parkway, getting around the Grady curve. 75 southbound delays begin at Northside Drive, and 85 southbound tough brake lights begin at Georgia 400, all getting to I-20. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening and mild. Temperatures still in the low 60s through 9 p.m., cooling down to the upper 40s, low 50s for early tomorrow morning. A cold front moving through tomorrow afternoon, bringing cloudy skies, but only a slim chance of an isolated rain shower. Breezy at times with a high of 68, then cooling down to the upper 30s, low 40s on Friday morning. Friday afternoon, mostly sunny, high 64. This weekend will feature sunny skies, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
71 in Dunwoody right now, 74 in Midtown Atlanta, 73 in Noonan. More news at 7 o'clock, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
You don't just ride, you're obsessed. Injured in a wreck? Call Steel Horse Law, motorcycle injury lawyers who ride.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Arum here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
All right, well, Autumn, we have decided here on the Council of Elders, that you have been so impressive today with your facts and your figures that we are going to we're going to give in to one of your requests, and we are
A raise?
we are no, let's not be ridiculous.
This is radio.
This is you had a request. You wanted to fire AI Wes Moss as the voice of the next chapter of the Word of the Day story. And we decided that we're going to give into that because you've been so good today. And we have decided that tomorrow, when we play this, so still as planned, Orson Welles will give the synopsis so we can bring people up to speed where we are in the story. But then the story itself will be read by AI Greg Russ. And
yay!
Do we have like a little bit of it? Just a little?
You saw when to stop
little
here.
tease.
Amara felt the air shift around her.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
You can't tell. Is it AI? Is it me? Amara felt
Yeah,
the
were you
air.
reading that live, Greg?
Amara,
That's crazy.
Amara did what? She felt the
Amara
air.
felt the air shift around her.
That's going to be fantastic. All right, we figured it out.
I agree. I'm glad that I was thinking before going into the break when Autumn said that she didn't want Wes Moss to be the voice.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it should be me, but I don't have that kind of ego. I'm going to keep that to myself.
Well, you must have communicated that telepathically to me.
Another
I did.
ESP thing that you had today.
Yeah. So and you're
forget
having
what
a
the first
good
one was.
and you're having a good day.
Amara
too.
felt the air shift.
Oh yeah, let's compare and
see?
contrast. Yeah, I think Greg has a more sultry kind of romantic-y kind of voice. Nothing
Yeah,
against-
Wes Moss is dry.
Oh, hey, listen.
Wait,
the
the
Council
Council
of
of
talking about a friend of mine there.
Well,
also, Greg's voice lends itself to the.
I've heard the same
application.
thing about her.
Amara felt the
hey,
air
I
shift.
got juices. You just have to flow them.
Listen, Autumn, don't let the Council of Junk change your
I
mind.
got juices to get looses.
I don't have time to
That's
squeeze
right.
that much.
Yeah.
Amara felt the air shift around her.
This is Mike.
Amara felt the air shift around her.
Who was Mike in the movie?
That was an open mic.
hey, I'll do the AI.
Yeah, if Greg Russ doesn't work out, just random open micers. We'll have
This
them.
is Mike for the.
This is Mike for the AI.
All right, we have a couple pieces of audio that I do want to make sure we listen to. Do you have a good quick story from Studio B1? I know what you're here for, but we do want to make sure there's a couple pieces of audio we do listen to before we get out of here because they're pretty good. So you got a good story?
I mentioned earlier the story about the woman who was forced to sit next to a dead body on a flight from Melbourne, Australia, not Melbourne. Don't do that.
Well,
That
you're
is
a world
100%
traveler.
right. Well done, Greg.
Oh,
To
wow.
Venice, Italy.
You world
So they were on
travelers.
this flight, and this woman unfortunately passed away. And she was larger, so they didn't really get her to where they wanted to put her. So she was kind of sitting in the aisle in a chair. Then they ended up moving her next to this woman and her
She had to-
husband, and she had to sit next to her for 4 hours on the flight.
She was dead.
She was dead. She
Dead
was wrapped
fat
up in
lady.
a blanket, but at some point they removed the blanket, and this woman who was traveling saw the dead woman's face, and it really freaked her out. She was already an anxious flyer. She couldn't deal with it. Now she'll probably sue and get a lot of money.
Did she
I would-
smell?
Well, what do you think's going to happen?
Well,
if you
3
die?
hours. That's in its air.
She died on the flight?
plane.
Yeah.
It's still a long flight overall. You're going to Australia to Italy, but this was 4 hours. So I think the woman.
Well, I think
died.
immediately you let go of your bowels, right? When you die, there's always something there, and you don't have any muscle. The only reason that's not leaking out
Maybe
right
that
now
takes
is because
time or
your
something.
muscles are keeping it from happening.
Mine aren't.
Well,
Maybe they put they put something.
not
in
you
there.
so much.
Maybe they put what?
Why are you trying? You were on
pilots. So there is a bunk area. So maybe they could have moved her there and put her in the pilot's sleeping.
Why don't they put benches in for
Problem
these
was she
people?
weighed like 400 pounds when she was alive. That's a lot. You know, even people who don't weigh
how did
400
she
pounds.
die?
She was just large and had a heart
Heart
attack, I
stopped.
guess. Her heart stopped. According to Robert Pritz, her heart
Yep,
stopped.
Bob Pritz. Heart stopped.
He's Robert to me, thank you. I show some respect.
Oh, you're a gentleman.
You walking around calling him a B-boy or whatever it is you
Right,
refer to
right,
him.
right.
What was
They
that
could have
all
done
about?
That parabolic thing.
Nothing.
The
Were you
parabolic
making fun
flying.
of your dad?
Yeah, a little bit.
How dare you? Yes, Greg?
You know, sometimes when people go in the plane and it flies in that parabola and people are weightless for a little bit.
Yeah.
When it's arcing down. They could have done that to help move the woman to where they need
Yeah,
to be.
listen, I'm going to do this maneuver.
Oh, smart.
So for like 10 seconds, she'll weigh nothing. But you got to get her and get her over.
Throw her in the back.
Well, the older 747s used to have an elevator where you could go down to part of the luggage bay, but I don't think the newer planes have
I
that
think we
anymore.
start, when you walk on the plane, there are people there to greet you. And I think one of the things they should be able to look at is, I don't think you're going to make it. You don't look like you're going
Yeah, there had to have been some sign
Yeah,
before,
Yeah, she didn't get on the plane going, hi. It wasn't like that. She was dragging that poundage on. Because she died.
Boy, do I have so much to look forward to in Italy.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Because she died within the first hour or so of the flight.
Yeah, I guess this woman was upset because the airline hadn't even reached out. Though they say they're in the process of reaching out. I don't think it takes that long.
What do they have to do?
Well, they need to say.
Well, they just submit a ticket.
We just made you sit next to a dead person for 10 hours.
We're sorry. Here's some wings.
For
Here you
something.
go. Some little plastic wings will make you happy.
Well,
Oh, man, I thought it was going to be like buffalo wings.
That was the
Buffalo
other
wings
lady's
and-
problem.
well, you can dip them. You can dip them in sauce and try to eat them if you want. But
They should give her some tickets. These days, when they overbook planes, they're giving people thousands of dollars to get off the plane.
you know what?
Can't do that for her.
They're from Australia, right? I think that they've rectified the situation. 2 free tickets to see Australian Pink Floyd. I believe.
we go.
Oh, wow.
She deserves something.
That's pretty good.
And
trouble.
afraid didgeridoo.
From Down Under is another good one.
At least Tame Impala or something.
She get a VIP personal visit with the members of Men at Work. Alex Williams
They're alive.
says there's a crash on 75
Man
in
at Work.
Marietta.
Yet again, another travel advisory this time, Eric. 75 northbound, North Marietta Parkway exit 265. 2 center lanes taken out, already jammed up almost back to Windy Hill. Use the express lanes with the Peach Pass or Highway 41 as alternates. Don't forget, before you get outside of the perimeter, or this is on Northside Parkway, Highway 41, just west of I-75 in front of North Atlanta High School. Looks like some gas main repair, fire department activity, all lanes shut down. You can use Paces Ferry Road as an alternate. 85 northbound, it's recovering from the afternoon commute on and off the brakes from 285 into Cab up to Indian Trail Road, exit number 101. Still seeing the brake lights through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. 7585 northbound. Those brake lights begin at Langford Parkway past North Avenue, and 7585 southbound. Tough delay starting before the downtown merge to I-20. This report is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Mega Millions players can stay in the game for up to the next 26 drawings when you select the multi-draw feature, because any jackpot is a good jackpot. Drawings every Tuesday and Friday. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If it's happening on the streets of Atlanta,
U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia announces his resignation.
if it's happening on the roads leading to Atlanta,
Some brake lights out of Cobb County, I-20 eastbound.
we've got it covered.
The U.S. Surgeon General is warning about a link between alcohol and cancer.
Your 24/7 news source.
Covering the stories that impact you.
Tune in throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
I've been reporting on our traffic for decades. I can assure you, wrecks will happen. Oh, I've seen them. And insurance will try to pay as little as possible. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. When bad traffic leads to a bad accident, get a great lawyer. I recommend John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. If you're injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need John Foy and his army of lawyers to fight for what you deserve. There's no cost until they win. Call for your free case evaluation, johnfoy.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling.
I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
We've lowered prices. You can save 15% or more on hundreds of items like Thomas Mini Bagels, Campbell's SpaghettiOs, and more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Save time, you'll make the most money. Hey, Sean Hannity here. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of getting your home ready to sell, receive an all-cash offer, and close within days. No showings, no open houses, and no stress. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. No obligation. MarkSpain.com. Get your guaranteed offer on your home today. That's MarkSpain.com, and then you can start packing.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade, and so can you.
For a limited time, get the best quality windows starting at just $299. Plus, act now and save 10% on all new decks. And enjoy great pricing on siding, roofing, fencing, motorized awnings, and more. Don't wait. Go to abcwin.com and schedule your free consultation. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust. Prices you can afford.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
All right, we have some audio we definitely want to get through today. By the way, we are planning on doing open mics tomorrow or Friday, but tomorrow. And I just want to say, people have been sending in some great open mics. You know, we improvise the show every day. We kind of let the show go to where it is. And then sometimes we go, oh, we haven't gotten to those open mics. So just want people to know we do appreciate the open mics. And tomorrow, or Friday,
or Monday,
or tomorrow, we're going to. What's going on with you now, George? You got fleas?
No, just wiping my shirt off.
Very. What's the word I'm looking for today? Very erratic. Very.
He's distracted right now.
He's. A lot of
George has fleas.
Yeah, George has fleas. Let's spread the rumor. George has fleas.
Well, that's a good DJ name.
You hear what you call it has fleas?
You don't get it. Everybody. All right, we got to make sure we get this audio in. First one is we mentioned earlier. The press is making a big deal today. Trump held his first cabinet meeting, and not only were all the cabinet members there, but also Elon Musk, who's not a member of the cabinet. That became the story. I don't think that's the first time that's happened. I think people come in and give presentations. Basically, Musk stood up and gave a presentation of what Doge is up to and all that. Before all that happened, Trump.
Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw him out of here.
I didn't realize how some people may not have caught the beginning of that. He's saying, is everybody unhappy with Elon.
Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw him out of here.
Yeah!
Get it out.
Throw him out. I do hate that thing where you're just like you were talking about with like business speak earlier, where it's like that business comedy where the person in charge says something and everything.
Well, they all have to laugh. They have to laugh.
Well, you know, CEOs are generally known to be hilarious.
Oh, sure. You would think that based on a meeting room.
Yeah, there's a fork in the road where they decide CEO, multi-billionaire, or stand-up comedian. They all have to make that decision. But they still retain some of what they have. All right, well, now we have Trump. He was unveiling, I don't know what he was looking at, this Gulf of America map.
That was
and he
beautiful.
got misty-eyed.
I'm just admiring it as I look at it. I'm getting teary-eyed, but I don't want you to say Trump broke down and started crying. No, how beautiful is that? Look at the shoreline. Look at that.
Look at that. It's
Look
the
at
same,
that
shoreline. It's the same shoreline it's always been.
Yeah, it's so
changed the
different.
word.
So
now
it's a shoreline, not a
shoreline.
It's a shoreline.
Shoreline.
They got a shark, a hammerhead shark.
And this, I do quickly want to get to this because again, it's no matter what you think of Trump, and whatever you think of Trump is legit fine. It's what you think of Trump. The press will never say, "Oh, he was joking about this." So he and Elon are the same way. In politics, the press has decided anything that you retweet or repost, you are endorsing. And saying, as a politician, this represents me. But Elon and Trump repost things that they just think are funny. And it's like, for instance, when people started saying Trump thought he was a king, he immediately went out, had AI turn him into a king, and he posted that. And it's the press always just covers it straight. And so this is the latest one. Somebody made this stupid Gaza video after Trump took over with this stupid song that we'll play. And the press was, Trump post a video as if he thinks that this is the way it's going to go. It's like, no, he thinks it's ridiculous and he thinks it's funny, which it is, by the way. Here's the song. Oh, I should say, you see Trump and Netanyahu on the beach together. There's a large golden statue of Trump. There's all with this stupid song.
Donald's coming to set you free, bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1.
It's hilarious if you go find it and look at it, but the press does not have the ability to acknowledge, even if you say this is somebody's sense of humor, you're not saying I agree with it or what makes that person laugh makes me laugh. But the reason Elon and Trump repost these things is because they look at them and they think that they're funny. And I don't know, Tim, did you want to say a little something?
Well, no, he wrote a joke, but what I wanted to say is you could tell that was that same app I use.
Oh.
For the song.
Oh, is it the same one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe it was Roseanne and her rap career getting a little better or something.
Tim and I pass some videos back and forth that we think are funny online, but we can't share those with other people.
No, certainly not.
That's because you're creeps.
No, despite what you're saying, Eric, we did share those. The labels that would be thrown upon us, not good.
I don't know what is he saying? What is he?
Best left undiscussed.
Maybe you brought up something at the end of the show that we can't talk about. That's a great way to end the show. Thank you, Craig. That music is telling us two things. Shut up and get out. And you know us, we do what we're told. Shelley Winter is up next with a great radio show. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. if you choose to join us. But until then, continue on the journey. Don't piss off.